You want to know something weird? The parchment on which I write smells like a combination of grassy notes with a tang of acids in the ink, and just a hint of vanilla. This medley of smells is an overtone of an underlying mustiness. Can you smell it? Pick up the paper. See for yourself. Or don't, I don't mind. You might think I'm crazy, but I find repetitive scratch of the quill oddly therapeutic, and helping me to see to some degree what it is I am writing. I'm still developing my latent senses, and it keeps a great deal of focus, but I can hear as the ink slowly seeps into the fibers as it dries. All of these things I never noticed before. When I was able to see, I have no idea if anyone else will be able to read my hand, but perhaps that's for the best. After all, I wouldn't want Ezra reading these missives. Perhaps I should start writing in thieves' cant. Nah, Ezra is too honorable to do something like that. Ezra, if you are reading this and I am not dead, then you are dead. No, really. But maybe if I catch you... Perhaps one day I might share these records with my friends and perhaps even my family. I sometimes wonder if Ezra, Bolt, Seredan, and Eve look the way that I imagine. In a way, I can see them, but most of what I see is based on what I hear, smell, or touch, right? I mean, can you really know what someone looked like by hearing them? Or is it just a construct of my mind? When I regain my sight, will I recognize them? Or will they be strangers? The thought kind of scares me. In another light, I suppose I know their scent far better than if I could see. Each of them has a distinct smell. Bolt, he smells of oil and cedar. Seredan, she has a mild earthly smell with a bit of sweat mixed in, but not in an unpleasant way, rather like a stone when it begins to rain. Eve smells like lunaberries and freshly baked cookies with a hint of vanilla. Ezra smells like bourbon and black coffee when he doesn't smell like stinky farts and old socks because he reads other people's things. I hope you're not reading this, Ezra. It would not be honorable. Anyways, I am wasting precious ink on less important topics. I was told once to write down your thoughts in as much detail as possible after an important event occurs, so you can better remember them. This is particularly useful if you find yourself before a tribunal or a disputation of wills, or perhaps the local authorities, I don't know. You are the best judge for you. This is what I remember of these events. So there I was in Lady Crestor's manor yard. The courtyard was filled with the scent of lavender and decay. Surely by now the guards should have stopped me, or at least asked who I was with. I took a few steps forward, and my nostrils filled with the faint scent of blood. My senses sharpened as the hair on the back of my neck rose to its fullest height. The guards had been knocked unconscious, and something was very wrong. I could hear Mash's heartbeat begin to quicken as I told him he was to stay put while I went ahead. Poor guy. He smelled heavily of gumbo, and I think he may have soiled himself earlier when the Arcanum showed up. But I have to give it to him. It takes orders really well. He might make a great sidekick or butler or something. I don't know. Mustering my courage, I muttered something like, "She is mine to protect." Gripping Shadow Song, I began to stealth forward into the manor. I crept through the darkened halls, finding servants and Lady Crestor's little mimic pet all unconscious. I could smell the lavender beginning to get stronger, and I followed into the great room with Shadow Song. Cinderhearth, Blackthorn, Clinch, Mist, Gnaw, Snarl, and the Sandman vibrating in anticipation with every step. Slowly opening the door, a familiar voice was accompanied by the subtle scent of blade oil, leather, and poison. I spun Shadow Song violently to see what was in the room, and was greeted by a familiar voice.
Victor, it was good to see you again.
A self-assured voice said from within the room. At first my heart leapt into to hear a familiar voice, but then subsequently sank immediately after, realizing who it was. Lyra? Here? I meant to start by saying something heroic or memorable, but I blurted out some small talk instead. Lyra was one of the last people I saw before my sight was taken from me. And to my shame, someone who I had inadvertently both betrayed and sullied her near-perfect record in the Chrysalink. When we first met, she surpassed my skills in every way. The way she honed her skills with the blade and her intuitive way of commanding the battlefield was a magnificent to behold. I was lucky to have her on my side for a time, or I would be bored to tears listening to long-winded sermons by my childhood mentor Bork. Anyways, she said that she had been contracted to kill Lady Crestor, and seemed a little surprised when I told her that my contract was to protect her. She asked if I would drop the contract, and I told her it would be dishonorable. We both agreed that the best course of action would be to enact a disputation of wills within the 8 rings to see who would be allowed to execute their contract. During this uncomfortable conversation, Lady Crestor stood panting in the cold sweat in the corner. I could hear the waves of intense magic that seemed to be shielding her. I then heard heavy footfalls of my companions entering the room, dragging the unconscious body of Mesh. I could smell him as he hit the floor. After giving a quick explanation, followed by an exchange of some threats by Ezra, we were able to come to an agreement that neither of us would continue our contract. Mine to protect, hers to kill Lady Crestor. She did, however, say that their agreement to not assassinate Lady Crestor did not extend to the men upstairs. At this, Lady Crestor, maintaining her spell, exclaimed that we needed to save her, and to do so, we would need to go to her attic immediately. As I was trying to reason with the group why I should not come, Sere caught me off guard with her words of cunning. Sere said that they needed my protection, not Lady Crestor. With a wink and a wry smile, I think I understood what she was saying, and decided to defend my fellow wayward watch from harm. Storming up the stairs, through the house we found our way to the attic. The smell of damp dust, dirt, cobwebs filled the air, and electricity was on the breeze, and a deep thrum pulsed from the back of the attic, where a porcelain statue that looked just like Lady Crestor stood behind 5 magical barriers. 3 of them have already been dispelled, still crackling with latent energy. I could hear intense chanting from the robed man in the back, indicating that they were after the statue. There were 3 soldiers, a half-dragon and a mage. For once, we had caught our quarry by surprise. We burst through the door and commenced the sacred dance of death. Sere was magnificent. Or so she says. I did not see, hear, or smell her during the first of the fight when it broke out. I definitely believe her, because in an instant, a half-dragon became a quarter dragon, sliced in 2, falling to the floor. You know, now that I mention it, she did say something about earlier today having a heart-to-heart with Craggy. She said that she felt a little responsible for Eve being a little more disappointed in her aggression lately, so Craggy made her strong in body and apparently in arcana as well. Since I did not see the darkness literally begin to consume the corpses of the dead. Instead, it was like seeing a ghost popping in and out of reality every time she moved. It was really quite bizarre. Let's see. Where was I? Ah, yes! The musk of an old dusty attic filled the air, now dampened with a strong smell of iron as the blood covered the floor. Craggy whirling about, I heard a series of cracks and grunts. I could hear the chanting stop. Everything that followed was a magnificent display as each member of the Wayward Watch danced with the death, dealing each blow one after another like a metronome. I sent out my blades to defend Bolt and Ezra while throwing Shadow Song at one of the soldiers. The same soldier leapt gracefully forward, swinging his longsword, bringing with him the smell of pipeweed and body odor. I barely had time to call Mist back to deflect the blow when Bolt's arm came molten before my eyes, forming a shield. I was so surprised that the second blow, when it came, I was knocked back. The soldier sounded a triumphant roar. Precise and sudden, the whistle of goose feather fletching and the smell of ash-stained arrows whizzed past Bolt and I, hitting one of the soldiers. The arrow struck through, and the sound of what I can best describe as an arcane web that oddly smells like oranges sprung out from the wound in all directions. What came after was a sickening thud as the soldier fell to the floor in chunks. Stepping forward, Ezra leapt to the table in the corner to get a better view of the battlefield. Bolt in lockstep advanced forward, unraveling the chain whip from his arm and caught the mage by the throat and yanked him backwards. A soldier with an eye patch retaliated angrily at Bolt, who brought his shield to bear, but only blocking the second attack. Dropping the chain, Bolt surged forward with his hand and palm extended with a dazzling light ray, stunning the man with the eye patch, whose now face was enveloped in, wouldn't you believe it, another eye patch. Well, not exactly an eye patch, but more of a face-hardening cloth blasted in the man's face, hardening almost instantly. It smelled of plaster. Bolt never ceases to amaze me. It is ingenuity. It was only a few days ago that I was talking to him about how effective I find blinding your enemies can be. And if that could weaponize this cursed blindfold I wore, that it would be much easier to subdue the infinite sight. I cannot wait to see his next iteration. I digress. Back to the dance. The mage, seeing his cue, stepped forward, pointing his finger at Bolt and exclaimed, "Rust away, construct." Another beam of orange-smelling energy rippled through the room and struck Bolt in the chest. The smell of rust filled the air. Seredan reacted swiftly and delivered 3 blows in rapid succession. The first blow shattered the mage's arcane armor. The second obliterated his left knee. The third sounded like a coconut being split open as she sent him into the next life. Gods have mercy on that man, and me, should I ever bring myself to eat a coconut again. The soldier with the 2 eye patches was finished by Ezra, and the final soldier met his end in a heap of barrels after being uppercut by Bolt's fist. With death dealt and dance done, the Wayward Watch had defended Lady Crestor without me, and I had simply defended my friends. It seems we stumbled upon one of Lady Crestor's many secrets. It made more sense now why Lady Crestor was so beautiful for one so old. The statue is somehow tied to her life force, granting her unnaturally long life, After securing the attic, we went downstairs to check on Lady Crestor and Lyra. Lyra, true to her word, had not harmed Lady Crestor, but lounged somewhat expectantly in one of the couches, her kunai slowly rotating behind her in an arc like a peacock tail. Her arms were folded. I let her know that if she needed to retrieve anything from the band of mercenaries upstairs, she was welcome to it. She told me with some impatience that I should be careful about how I approach my contract with Lady Crestor and disputation of the wills, because there are some who will not be so forgiving as she was. Feeling a little ashamed at skirting the rules, I told her that I was sorry and that I once again owed her. She further pressed the importance of getting a tribunal together to settle the disputation of the wills, and then she turned to leave. As she moved to the door, I caught her once again and asked if she knew anything about the Blackthorn and its owner. Pensively, she told me to seek out Garen at Southport. She then strode confidently out the front doors. Though she was calm and collected on the surface, I could see her amber eyes were filled with glorious purpose. Seeing Lyra leave, Lady Crestor finally allowed her magical barrier to drop. When she was grateful for our assistance, she gave us more information about the statue in her attic. It was indeed tied to her life force in some manner, and the Infinite Sight was targeting her specifically. We debriefed her on what we found in the warehouses, including the shipment containers that came from the Ruby Oasis. Lady Crestor was less concerned about House Greenwood starting a coup now that the Arcanum was involved, and instead told us we should make our way to the Ruby Oasis with all expenses paid. Our mission is simple. Find where the containers came from and impede the Infinite Sight any way we can. We will return back to the Satin Cat for dinner over a bowl of Bounder stew. Eve was exhausted from the day's events and had already gone to bed. She was exhausted after ensuring the safe return of the victims we had saved in the warehouses today. It was over dinner that Seredan told me of what happened to her with Craggy and her newfound power. Once our bellies were full, everyone retired to their bed for the evening with the intent to rise early and to secure travel to the Ruby Oasis. Before heading to bed, I rode out to the third ring to see if I could get information on the tribunal and how to stay in contact while in the Ruby Oasis. I entered the Tempered Requiem camp without impediment. For the first time since the christening, I was greeted with warmth by the members of the 8 Rings. It brought some levity to my heart to finally see some progress on my path to return home. I found Lenora first. She assured me that they would take care of having someone contact me in the Ruby Oasis if a host for the tribunal is found. She also said something to me that nearly had me in tears of joy. She said that she regarded me as a member of the Third Ring, just as my father Thog has. Even if I had not yet earned my place or received a full invitation, she still welcomed me with open arms. I thanked her for the favor and the kind words, and returned back to the Satin Cat. The next morning, we received a package from Lady Crestor, with payment and a really fancy bow named Splintershot for Ezra. He tried to keep it cool, but I could hear his pulse quicken at seeing it. He was as giddy as a schoolboy. Before setting out to find an airship, we checked on Eve. It seemed she was still pretty tired, based on the snoring that was happening on the other side of the door. I slipped a hasty sugar bomb under the door for Dallin to find when he woke up. Shh! Don't tell Eve. I am always impressed by the sounds and the smells that fill the dock. Spices and oils, perfumes and musks all shuffled together, to and fro to various destinations. A deep thrum emanates from many of the ships entering and leaving the port. It wasn't long until I got a whiff of the strong scent of badger, followed by a bellowing voice of Hug. I could tell that Seredan and Ezra were not enthusiastic about passage on the greatest treasure. But at least we can trust Kes to not betray us. I don't know some of those hoity-toity, fancy-smanchy ships. Their crew is just after your money. With that settled, we all took some time. While the ship prepared, the party decided to return and fetch Eve, while Ezra and I took to the temple to seek some solace. I tried striking up a conversation with Ezra, but now we are sitting here in silence because Ezra got mad at me and trying to talk to him. Wait, did you hear that? Oh wait, never mind, you cannot hear anything, you're a piece of paper. It sounded like somebody's yelling. Someone must have had too much to drink. Ezra and I will check it out. Be right back. Victor.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to session 19 of Tales of Aneria. It is 19, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
You got it right.
You did it right.
Alrighty.
That means we're
Coming
not
up,
dying.
coming up on 20. It's a milestone.
As soon as we're not having milestone games.
Actually, yes. Episode 20 will be a milestone game. Tune in to see something special.
Like every game.
Yeah. So everybody saw the recap from last time. Thank you, Victor. Torrey is back this time. Welcome back, Torrey.
It's been a while since we've all been together.
Yeah.
I feel like.
It is. It's really nice. And we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. Last time there was a little bit of a cliffhanger, but like we did the session before that, we're rewinding our own personal time here for a minute because we're going to talk and catch up with Eve. Eve, you had a fun night, I suppose. You helped... not Freya. I keep wanting to call her Freya. Fenry. You helped Fenry get back to the Dreary Lady, made sure that the Arcanum didn't hold her too long for questioning. Did you try to interrogate the Infinite Sight member anymore, or did you just leave it up to them?
No, I think I did a little bit of prodding.
Okay.
Poking and prodding.
Okay. Was there any other specific question that you wanted to ask, or did you just want to see what else you could wring out of the scared, terrified member of the Infinite Sight?
I wanted to see if he knew where Big Bad Guy was. What was his name?
Thulian
Raph?
Crawl?
Thulian Crawl.
Bigger bad guy.
Yeah, the biggest bad that you guys have. Well,
I don't know.
the Venti's pretty big.
Venti.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows who's bigger?
I thought I found a
Roll me
Venti
just
pretty
an
short,
intimidation
actually.
The villain is biggest, thickest.
Is there something wrong with the name Biggest Dickus?
17. Oh, no, sorry. 21.
Okay. So he's kind of still, even being outside of the Zone of Truth spell that you put in place, he's still very much intimidated by you. And he does say that he doesn't know specifically where Thulian is, but he knows that he's looking for something currently in the desert.
How convenient.
A diamond in the rough, bro.
Diamond in the rough.
And so after that, the Arcanum kind of takes him away, and they thank you for helping him out and making sure that Fenry gets home. Fenry is super happy to have somebody lead her home. After all, she just got kidnapped. That's gonna probably be triggering for anybody at that point.
Question.
Yeah.
Once she was released from that crystal, does everybody remember who she was now,
yeah.
or
Yep.
are they who are you?
No, as soon as she's back in, because the way that the time crystal works, that Bolt, the way that Bolt learned about it. But what you learned from Bolt's spell work that he did, he identified it, is that the time crystal locks somebody away and removes them from time, and removes all mention of them from time. So unlocking that crystal and opening it back up brings them back into the timeline and unlocks all of the memories. Sort of a King Candy situation going on here.
What if they're brought out of the crystal in a different timeline?
Well,
I don't think this is a multiverse scenario.
At least not yet.
Okay.
I mean, there have been 2 different Ezras, but I mean, there's only one now, so we think. But Eve, after such a long day, everybody else, like, you don't really hear any reports from anybody. Like, there's no like calls to action or anything from your fellow party members. You're sure that if they are getting into shenanigans, which, judging by your party, they probably are.
You're very sure.
Yeah. If they need you, they'll call for you. So you go in, you turn in for the night. Darian snuggles up close to you, but also like leans up against the door, so nobody can get in. So you're kind of sleeping up against the door a little bit.
That's right. We also ate
Bounder stew.
Bounder stew.
Mm-hmm.
And we're glad that Eve's not here.
Ouch.
But that night you have a vivid dream, and it's one that you remember even waking up like it actually happened to you. And in this dream you are an owl.
Okay.
Soaring over Terabon, you see the great river Tremecules stretching out before you, and you start flying across the river, over ships, through the Emerald Wilds. You see the hints of dark shadows looming that just kind of don't pay you too much mind. It's actually a pretty fantastic feeling being on Silent Wings. You pass over into the desert, the Shifting Sands. You can see Big Town below you with its colorful tent tops, and you continue to go northwest. I always forget which direction I'm going. Up through the Ungolin marshlands, which again is just this massive swamp, and all the way to the northwest corner of the world, where it sort of breaks away. There's all these floating islands that have kind of just been sitting there shimmering up in that upper right hand corner, and we'll probably have that shown up on screen here too. And you get to about the edge, and you can see this thick kind of fog rolling in, and you just hear the trio, or at least the Talon, speak into your mind, and she says, "Learn," and then you wake up. And it's another beautiful morning in Terabon. It's actually late afternoon. Darian's been kind of nudging you for about an hour, and you head downstairs, and Janjin is there to greet you, and she says, "You're finally awake."
Yes, I think I overslept.
A little bit. Your friends have already gone off to find an airship. Apparently you're heading out this afternoon somewhere.
Oh, well, I guess that serves me right for sleeping in.
Well, do you want some lunch? We've got some leftover stew.
Sure. What kind of stew is it?
Oh, it's Bounder. And she starts walking over and ladling out.
No, thank you.
She pours it right back in, stirs it up a little bit. Perhaps some bread?
Bread sounds delicious.
Wonderful.
It's Bounder bread. It's just in the shape of powder, though.
No, there's Bounder cheese, though. You can do anything with the Bounder.
I will pass on the Bounder cheese.
There's not like Bounder meat in the cheese. It's Bounder milk. Let's be honest.
I know.
Okay.
I can't.
They're pack animals. They're race animals.
I'm not saying anything.
So she gets you some bread and regular cheese for your breakfast. And
Wait, what's regular cheese?
regular, like cow cheese?
Okay. Just making sure.
Or goat.
Or goat,
Goat's
yeah.
fairly regular.
Pony cakes?
Pony cakes.
Pony cake cheese?
That's
Beer
the
cheese?
bread.
That's just the head on the beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's real gross.
Yep. And you're kind of finishing up your meal when the door opens and Seredan and Bolt walk in.
You're awake.
I'm awake. What did I miss? Sounds like...
Well, sleepyhead.
Well,
We had quite an adventure.
are you okay first?
Oh,
You usually don't sleep in late.
I'm fine. I had a long day.
Sarah starts picking Bounder hair, out of Eve's
Does anyone have a lint roller?
Prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm quite all right. I had the most vivid dream. I think it was the trio speaking to me. But other than that,
What did they say?
oh, well, it was incredible. I was flying. It was an owl. And
Sorry.
it was the best dream. Have you guys ever had those flying dreams before?
Yes.
They're so cool.
Especially when you can control it, like when it's
Yes.
lucid.
Yeah.
Can't say that I have.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry. But I was flying over all of Aneria, and I ended up.
Did you see any dragons?
I did not see any dragons. They don't exist. Right?
So they say.
You ask the trio and they don't respond.
Right? Anyhow, I made my way to these floating islands, and the Talon told me to learn. And then I woke up.
Floating islands in one of the rivers.
No, they were floating in the sky.
Can I?
Right?
Can I do a history check to see if I remember? You should probably do one too, just in case. Because
It
where you
was
come from
too-
is technically close to
Yeah.
where they
Right,
are.
but further south, right?
But
yeah, no.
11. No, sorry, 13.
So there's always kind of this nebulous, like, there's rumors that there is a place like that out past the Ungolon marshlands. Nobody really has any sort of concrete evidence for it, but there's supposed to be like this weird fog area that has, some people have claimed, has floating islands in it.
I wonder if it's the same islands as the rumors out past the Ungolid marshlands. I've never personally been there, as far as I know, and I've heard some stories.
What do you suppose they wanted you to learn?
I have no idea.
Maybe
They're not
learn
very
about
direct.
learn about these islands, perhaps.
I would
we
think
ought to-
so.
Investigate.
I know.
Wait, if you were flying over in that direction, did you see your home?
I did not.
Did you hear the storm, Father?
Yeah. I did not see my home.
Directionally challenged.
I
Like,
saw the Emerald Wilds
Yep.
and the shifting sands and marshlands, and eventually made my way to these floating islands
And Big Town. Don't forget Big Town.
and the big tops.
How do you know?
That wasn't Bolt. That was just me.
if you've seen the shifting sands, you've probably seen Big Town.
Yeah. It's a very big town.
It's a very big town.
Big town. I don't know. Perhaps that's the path I'm supposed to take. But
Interesting. I had something of a dream myself. It wasn't really a dream. It was one of those visions that sometimes Craggy pulls me into. It was, it was all about darkness and light and me being a little bit worried that I'm being a bad influence on you. And he gave me this way to sort of benefit from the darkness, but without the darkness. I'll have to show you. It's quite fascinating.
I'd love
I
to
rather
see
like
it.
it.
I think you're being a bad influence on me.
Well, I was a little nervous when you were interrogating the Infinite Sight fellow. You got a little violent. Maybe you were acting. If so, it was an excellent job. But I don't know, Eve. I feel like all of this sort of darkness that I've been, not even struggling with, really just embracing over the last few weeks and even months. Initially, you seemed worried for me, and I was sort of trying to convince you that it was going to be okay. And I feel like maybe I've seen some of that rubbing off on you. I didn't like it, if I'm being honest.
Well, Sari, I think I would follow you to the ends of the earth, and if it means in darkness, then that's what it is.
Terry doesn't say anything. She just looks a little... She looks a little... at a loss for words, I suppose. And a little dumbfounded for once in her life. Speechless.
No words.
She's just like...
Speaking of that infinite sight fellow, what was his name?
Julian Crawl.
No. The one we interrogated.
You didn't get his name.
You know, the little scaredy pants. I asked him about Thulian Krull,
Right.
the leader of the Infinite Sight, and he said that he's in the desert somewhere looking for something.
You didn't see him when you flew over, the Shifting Sands.
I didn't.
You know what? He was standing outside.
Line!
At the
Line! It's like my worst nightmare. Line! So perhaps we might be able to track him down.
Maybe when we're out at the Ruby Oasis, we might
Is that where we're headed?
hear something.
Jen said
yes,
that we're on
right.
our way.
Correct. Well, you see, so Lady Crestor, blah, 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 Sarah
Full
just kind of
explanation.
gives her,
Yep.
So on and so forth.
the rundown.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to
And
find out
catches her up.
where the crates from the
Seredan
Ruby
just
Oasis are
points
coming from.
to the little thumbnail to the last episode.
Right.
One moment.
Or potentially.
It's towards me.
Here's a letter that Victor wrote. Read this.
Being blind does not mean that
Yeah.
he can.
It's
So-
in Braille, but
So Victor needs to talk to Darren in Salzport. And find out
Garen.
Garen. Sorry.
Yep. Garen. For information on the Blackthorn Blade.
We need to go to Ruby Oasis and find out where the crates are originally coming from, because they were labeled in the warehouse. They were labeled from Ruby Oasis.
Correct.
And Bolt needs to go to the Ungolden Marshlands. That's where their visions are directing to. So
Well-
perhaps it seems all of our paths are starting to point to the same general locations.
It seems so.
well, it sounds like a nice, convenient quest hub.
Oh, and good news, we ran into Kes and Hug. They
The little darlings.
we booked passage on their airship on the way to
Wait a minute.
Ruby Oasis.
Kiss said that you sent him a message. Are you sending messages in your sleep now? Or do we need to retcon something?
I must have done it.
It's
I think you did.
My
Bolt wouldn't have
exhaustion.
known that you did that unless you told him. So.
it's fine. It was just a happen chance meeting. If we have to retcon that, that's fine.
I think you had said at one point, because he was like, come to Ruby Oasis, like big score or something like that, and you're like, sorry, we're in Terabon. So he knew
that's
where we were.
what happened.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
So there's something going on.
But he seems to have employed Hug, because you sent him a message about Hug and where to pick him up. Mm-hmm. So he must have grabbed him along the way.
Well, I can't wait to see him again.
The ship looks as dilapidated as ever, if I'm being honest.
He's upgraded it, in fact.
Well, it has a bigger fan.
Can't wait to see it.
Some extra buttresses have been installed.
Were there buttresses on there?
There are now.
Wow.
They just hang off the sides. Like they don't really have any practical use.
They're on the inside, on the inner hull.
Did you have something to do with those buttresses?
Oh, baby.
Guilty as charged.
No.
Where are
Where are butts?
Where Beavis and Butthead? You know, Victor and
Right. They went off to some shrine. They were bickering about honor or something like they always do.
all right.
Hey, Ezra.
No.
I need some TV for my bungle.
Say it in Victor's accent.
I need some TV. I don't know how to do that.
Absolutely not.
I don't know if I can do that.
So anyway, like I mentioned when I was giving you the recap, Lady Crestor has said that they feel confident that they should be able to squelch any potential uprising or coup that House Greenwood might be trying to attempt now, since we kind of discovered things and gotten the Arcanum involved and everything, so we should be good to just head off to the Ruby Oasis.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Janjin.
Yes. Was everything to your liking? This is sweet.
Oh, thank you. Of course. Thank you for your hospitality, and how can we ever repay you?
It's been a pleasure having you here.
I mean,
It's
did
Friends
we
of Bolt.
pay you?
Friends of Bolt do not pay.
All right.
They're family, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I appreciate that. Is there any... Does Bolt know how to get a hold of you, or I have this communication ring?
Afraid I'm not really familiar with that magic, unfortunately, but Bolt can always send me a letter. You can send letters.
Yes, I understand.
Well, hopefully it won't be another 15 years before I see you again.
Stop taking what I was going to do. I was going to talk with her and tell her that I promise it won't be 15 years before I see you again.
Good. Let's say 3.
And think of how many more children you'll have by then.
Maybe I should stop for that.
Whatever makes you happy.
Indeed. But come by in 3 years. It'll be my... It should be an anniversary birthday for me, I believe, by then. Can't remember how old I am at the moment, but
if
it's
not,
still concerning.
If not, we'll make it one.
There you go. Thank you, Bolt, for stopping by and saying.
And I actually kind of crouch down and give her a nice big embrace.
Okay. Yeah, she hugs you as best she can. I mean, your frame is rather wide for no other reason than you're a Warforged.
She's the closest thing I've ever had to family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's like you're like brother and sister.
Hmm. Oh, and I fixed the boiler for you. It did.
Her eyes go a little wide, and she goes,
Don't worry. I followed your instructions for it this time.
"Thank you."
I told you I could have got 15%
I
more.
don't care if you could have gotten 15% more. But I like it the way I like it.
No,
Now
but
go on.
It was
please.
great to see you again.
It was good to see you as well.
Stay out of trouble.
You too.
Keep your husband out of trouble too.
And she turns around and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go check the boiler."
So, before I leave, I actually want to leave a small little pouch right underneath the counter on a shelf,
Okay.
and that'll be a secret thing for later for her.
Okay. A surprise for later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I get to know what's in the pouch?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
alchemist fire, and he's going to burn the place down.
Shall
For
we?
the insurance money, it says on a little note, just in case. Just in
Shall
case your
we?
husband bets it
Shall
all
we
away.
see if we can find Beavis and Butthead? That
That
doesn't
is
work.
that
We've
is
got to
not
come up with
there.
a different.
Yes, please.
Should we
Easy and
find
Vicky.
Easy and Vicky? I believe the shrine they were headed to is nearby.
Yep, the temple district that they were heading to, or like this kind of temple square, was nearby. So you 3 can head out with Darian in tow, or you're riding Darian, however you want to do it. And we will pan up and over the city to the temple district. And there's a lot of different shrines and temples around here. Some are just a simple like shrine, like the one to Floral Nagan, which is just a like place a couple coins or some food or something before you head out to kind of get a little bit of luck moving forward. Others are quite grand. There's a temple to some sun god, I believe. What is a good sun god? Pelor, yeah. Pelor is a good one. There's a lot of different gods represented here. There's a shrine that a couple people go to that is a winged boot that appears to be a shrine, and the man at it is talking about the god of messengers, Hermes himself. So there's a lot of different eclectic smattering of gods in this temple square. And I think Ezra was specifically going to the temple of Floral Nagan. Is that right?
Yep.
Victor, what about you? Are you just following along to annoy him?
Yep.
Okay. Because if I remember correctly, you were like spinning your blade to get it whistling. Yeah.
I was just making like a kind of like this being nonchalant, but also being like passive aggressively annoying. So.
Yeah. it's a pretty busy day in the market, or not the market, in the temple district. A lot of people just kind of hang around. It is pretty beautiful. There's a bard singing a song and playing on his lute nearby the fountain.
To your adventurer.
Yeah. To one of the 8 rings, to the jade
Toss a
ring.
coin to your tuition.
Yeah.
Toss a coin.
And you enter into the shrine of Flarlnagan, and there's actually one other person already like kneeling at the shrine. And her ears twitch a little bit as you enter in because she isn't she's kind of a human fox hybrid. She's actually one of the kitsune that sometimes you find there, and she's actually wearing Tushin armor, heavy Tushin armor, and she's just kind of kneeling. She's got this large, I think it's a Nodachi.
The largest one. Yeah.
She's got a Nodachi in its sheath on her lap, and she's just kind of got her head bowed. She's got this kind of brown and red fur combo, and she doesn't stop her silent prayer as you enter in. So what would you like to do?
I will not disturb her.
Okay.
Just kind of kneel nearby. Just kind of take in some peace.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra doesn't necessarily believe in any of the gods, but just a peaceful place, so comes here to kind of just recollect and
Okay.
So I'll just kind of leave her be.
All right. And what about Victor?
He'll set aside his pettiness, being in a more serious setting, and would I know the god specifically?
It's a shrine to Flarlnagan,
so it's a god that we're familiar with.
Yeah, we saw it on the road.
So I guess he'll kind of kneel down as we're kind of sitting and being kind of quiet, what have you. Under his breath, he's like, "Look, I know. Sorry, last time I didn't give you anything, and I got some really bad rolls on my attacks, but maybe we could work something out." Yes.
Go ahead and give me a religion check.
Wow. I'll say loud enough that you can hear it. Most prayers are silent, Victor.
Oh, I don't do this very often. I'm sorry.
You do feel a little bit more at peace than you were before. Thinking about going on the greatest treasure again kind of had you in a nervous mood, but now you feel like maybe things are going to be okay. Does it bug Torrey at all that Victor's better at religion than he is?
I have never rolled
For the record, I have a +0.
a 10.
So you guys are sitting there praying either silently or not for a little while, and then you hear commotion and kind of this shattering of wood and shouts of alarm, and that quickly turn into screams. And the Kitsune's eyes snap open as she hears it too, and she stands up, and you can see that she actually has the white-tailed crest on her chest here, just over her heart, and she grabs her Nodachi and she runs out of the shrine swiftly.
Follow suit.
Okay.
I'll grab Victor if he's not getting up fast.
Okay, so you step out of the shrine, and you see a scene of a little bit more chaos than you expected from a temple district. There are people running and scattering in every direction, trying to get inside buildings or just trying to run away from what appear to be a line of soldiers wearing House Greenwood garb and a couple half giants that are shouting and trying to get people, they're going through, and they are actively attacking people and knocking them down. They seem to be giving treatment or harsher treatment to anybody who's wearing any sort of noble house colors.
Are they killing or just...
They look like they're maiming. Who knows if they're actually killing anybody at this point. But it does look like there is a full attack force that's kind of invading this particular center.
Ezra, do we attack from the shadows, or do we take them head on?
Maybe use the chaos to our advantage.
Okay. I want to try and stealth closer to the assailants, trying to be unnoticed, and maybe get the jump on some of them?
Yeah. I'll just run the direction of kind of where everyone's going and see if I can find
A good hiding spot?
some hiding spot or a purchase. Or
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into combat here. As the Kitsune rushes forward, calls out to the other 2 whitetail guards that you see to repel them, basically. And she jumps in front of one of the fleeing civilians as one of the half giants launches one of those giant ballista bolts, and she just slices it in half and deflects it into the ground. So we're going to go ahead and get into combat here. We will have Victor and Ezra being started in combat immediately, and you guys will have to come in on the following round. Consider this a surprise round for you because you are currently traveling.
Are they on a broomstick?
Say what?
Are they on a broomstick? 500 feet?
we're not repeating.
Yeah, we're not repeating that. It'll just be one round. But we'll go ahead and, the battle map's mostly set up, but I've got a few things to add, and we'll be right back. So the battlefield that you see before you is a rather large one, so we got a nice little panning shot that we're doing right now. As you can see, Victor and Ezra are on one side near the shrine, and over on the far side is a group of Greenwood soldiers, knights, and half-giants and clerics. Basically here to cause havoc and run amok.
Come on.
Victor and Ezra will be here for the first round. The rest of you will come in on round 2, but we'll have everybody roll initiative. And then a few of you are taking the role of some of the Greenwood guards as well, so you will be rolling initiative for them.
Whitetail guards.
The whitetail guards. Yeah, you guys are playing villains.
Wait. PvP.
Yeah!
So without further ado, let's roll initiative for standard. For standard players, sorry, that sounded really dumb. And then we'll worry about the extra guards.
Okay.
I want to go back.
Starting with, and then we can go ahead and switch over to the battle cam. Starting with Seredan.
21.
21, which is exactly what you got last combat too. Victor. 24. Victor, for this combat, you have plus 10 to your speed. And you will have that for 3 days. A blessing from Floral Maggin for your heartfelt plea. Ezra.
6. Which is literally the worst I can do.
You have a +5?
Yeah.
Actually, let's give you a +1 to initiative bonuses too, so you're at 25. For 3 days as well. Kind of a...
Well, you walked in and you were like, I don't actually believe in any gods.
It's just peaceful. This is why I don't believe in them. They don't do shit.
So here's the problem. You didn't say it out loud. They couldn't hear it. They're not mind readers.
Eve.
I also got 21.
21.
Nice.
Boof. Boof.
Jeppy.
Boof. Jep.
I know they're out there. Ignore them.
Okay. And then can we go ahead and roll for the allies, the whitetail allies now?
My soldier's in 11.
Soldier is... You're blue, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it again? Dex?
Should just be your dex.
Yeah.
It's plus 1.
16!
16 for red, and then for... Her name is Anya, by the way.
Anya. She got 4.
4.
Who's rolling for the axis?
I tried to make a joke. And Cory was like, okay, Anya, this.
And then, Ezra, go ahead and redeem yourself by rolling for the civilians.
A 2.
2 it is!
Yay.
It was better.
Buy 1. Okay, that dice is gone.
Alright, Victor, you are up first.
All right. I am going to, because they're all right here.
Mhm.
We got the line here.
Yep, and there's enough commotion that you know where the enemies are.
Okay.
Like, even
So,
if
but
you-
these civilians are making their way out. They don't seem to be getting.
they look like they're in a panic. The ones probably at the back half are going to make their way this way,
Okay.
out of the temple square. The ones in the front half are probably going to be guided by the guards into like one of the churches to.
I'm going to
pull
use
up.
my movement and see if I can use the commotion to try and stealth up to this cart.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
30, 35, 40 would be right here.
Okay.
I'll use my dash. 45, 50, 55.
Bonus action dash, you mean?
Yes, as
Yes,
a rogue.
bonus action. So I'm gonna basically just like try and get into the cart.
We always forget that
Such,
Victor's a
such a
rogue.
kind DM.
It's true.
I will just put my there.
There's no hay in it. You can't.
Stealth.
You can't hide it.
I know, right? We're gonna go full on.
That just means you can't jump off a tower.
Yeah.
You can
So
still.
stealth 17 for stealth.
17? Okay. So mark that down just in case any of them... It doesn't look like any of them are particularly paying attention.
Okay.
At this point.
And this lady's being accosted, or is she out of the reach?
Everybody that you see is going to be accosted, yes.
Going to be, okay.
Yep. Like they are, like the guards are moving towards them, they're harassing people, they're attacking people.
I would like to. Can I roll a animal handling check to scare the horse? To get it to
yeah.
rush into the crowd?
Yep.
Into them? To see
Okay,
if I
sure.
can.
Don't rush in. And you trample a bunch of civilians.
Yeah, I don't want to hit the civilians. I want to have it run into the guards and see if I can just cause more commotion there, so they're less.
Okay.
Maybe give them disadvantage or
It's
something.
like what we talked about on our.
All right.
Good job using roleplay in order to impact combat.
We don't actually do cards for ours, but okay, for the
Well,
tails.
I just like to point above Scott's head.
That would be a 9.
Especially when I get a good
a
idea.
10. So the horse is already pretty spooked by these guards marching forward and causing a ruckus.
Okay.
So you're kind of like move up and try and like whip the reins a little bit. Secretly, it doesn't really do anything.
I'll use my action to attack the butt of the horse to get it to go into the bad guys.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack check.
Oh no, you're gonna kill the horse.
About slash check.
That's gonna be 22.
Okay. Yeah. So the horse finally has enough. It rears
I
up.
use the blunt end, so it's
And,
not.
yeah, and it starts charging forward with you still in the
Yes.
wagon. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and say it does a 5-foot line from its direction that it's facing right now. Or actually, no, a 10-foot line because it does have the cart attached to it as well. And I'll give you the option. You can either, if you leave the battlefield, you'll have to spend your turn coming back, like getting out of the cart and coming back, or you can dive out of the way right now. Dude.
I literally just went like this to like point the line and it broke it.
Oh,
dear.
It was a very
How dare you!
stab.
They're
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
So
I'm just
would
cursed.
you like to dive out of the way or dive off
You
the
didn't
cart?
pay to flare on that again. Do what?
Would you like to dive off of the cart, or would you like to
Um,
spend your next turn getting back onto the battlefield?
I'll dive off like when it gets around this lady and try and escort her to safety.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a dexterity check. A lot of checks coming out of one turn.
Do you want me to?
That's
a
natural 2
Just a moment here.
9.
So you tackle her to the ground, basically. So you're both going to be prone, right, in her square and then the square next to her.
Okay.
And then they're just going to plow through this way.
Yep. So everybody in a 10-foot line of basically the wagon, just kind of like mark it over, and
Do they get knocked over?
they need to roll a dexterity saving throw here.
So
to
that
try and
would
avoid it.
be.
Call it like these two, and these two, something like that.
Okay. So how many soldiers are getting hit?
You don't have a
4.
fireball.
White melee, gray melee,
It could be full of
Gray
gunpowder.
range.
Then you have a
range.
fireball.
green ranged.
Do you have a flaming arrow?
The acolyte, or guy with the book.
Okay.
And
One of the half giants.
one of the half giants. This one right here.
We can give him a Viking funeral.
So two
That'd be pretty cool.
Two of the soldiers fail. The acolyte succeeds.
Vicky.
The giants.
Always wrestling the women to the ground in the most inappropriate times.
It was only the one giant, right?
Yep.
It's all in the name of night dancing.
He succeeds as well. And in fact, we'll say that he stops it and pushes the cart up and over him, so it goes up onto its side and kind of scatters around. So yeah, yep. For the two soldiers and the
So which ones?
so it's just the two soldiers in the front that got hit by it. They were the most surprised. They are knocked prone, and roll me 2d6.
Total of 3.
Then they take 3 damage.
Terrible.
All the natural 20s.
This side of the table is not doing so hot.
No.
For any added environmental damage, I would like to pass that honor off to these two because they seem to have the best rolling luck.
But they are knocked prone as well. So. Which one's
The
which
horse
one's
was
knocked
actually a
prone?
paladin. It would like to smite.
White melee, gray melee.
Smite with its hooves.
And then we are moving on to the giant that stopped the cart. He's going to point his crossbow at actually.
We'll call him Mr. Right Hand
Yeah,
because he's right-handed.
he's going to point it at Anya. He's going to make an attack against her.
Pew pew.
I thought you were pointing at me and I heard Anya. It's like, Anya's back.
Nope, Anya's
And
far
it's
away.
just going to be one
the first to
ranged
die.
attack because it's a crossbow and they don't have crossbows.
I like how this guy right here, he looks like he's just like, yes, attack them.
20
enjoy my
does
wine.
hit, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's got one arm behind his back. He's just holding the goblet. Like, yes,
Yes,
So 17 piercing damage.
good show.
Okay.
Make them bleed.
Actually, he's probably looking pretty freaked out because he's a noble, which means he's wearing some house's colors that they're coming after. Then we have Seredan. Your first turn, you guys go ahead and roll to see if you hear the commotion. Basically, to see if you have a prep turn.
That would
In fact,
be
from all of you, let's do a perception check from all of you.
not great. Perception, yeah, that's a 6. I
6.
attempted to roll my luck
8.
die, but no.
8 and Eve.
Would it be passive perception since we're just kind of like
It kind of would be passive perception. What's everyone's
all-
passive perception?
11.
10?
Linked arms.
What's
and
your
we're saying,
passive?
We're off to see the wizard.
Passive perception.
It is 10.
10. Okay.
No, sorry, 12.
No. So you guys are like hearing the sounds of the city as you're coming around the corner. This place is pretty self-contained, echoey. So until you get to the battlefield, you won't be able to act at all. So no prep round, unfortunately.
Boo.
It's alright. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't do anything.
Yep. Seredan doesn't do anything this round. Eve doesn't do anything this round. The white soldiers, the soldiers with the white bases. We'll say that because otherwise it sounds weird. The one that's prone is going to stand up, and he's going to rush forward towards that barrel-holding civilian to attack it. Now, the soldiers they don't have any sort of like defense stuff, right? I'm thinking warrior sidekicks.
Formation tactics, advantage on saving throws against being charmed, blah blah blah, multi-attack. Nope.
So the first attack comes in, the guy kind of ducks out of the way because that guard rolled a natural 1 on his first attack. But the second one does hit. It doesn't actually kill the barrel holder. He rolled minimum damage, so he just delivers a really bad wound. But
No, my barrel arm.
and then the other, the soldier in the back is going to fire their crossbow.
Okay.
Yep. And they're going to fire it. You know what? Let's fire it at blue white-tailed guard.
Okay. 18 armor class.
So the first attack is a miss, and the second attack is a miss. So.
Okay. We'll just shield up.
Yep. They are definitely like the whitetail guards look definitely more trained for this kind of stuff. They look more well armed, more disciplined, probably because whitetail is a very like big house about Tushin. So. All right, and then we've got the gray soldiers. They're going to do the same. The one in the front's going to stand up, and he's going to rush forward at you with his spear. Blue guard, Mr. Blue Guard.
Okay.
Mr. Blue Guard. His first attack is a crit. So you kind of raise that guard kind of raises his shield up and ends up exposing himself for a total of.
That's what you get for exposing yourself.
In a public square.
Public square.
Temple Square, no less.
15 damage. Some people.
I am alive. By
Guard is
1.
alive.
I'm alive.
Okay. And then the crossbowman is also going to attack. What was it? Attack on you. They're trying to take down that big Tushin. The highest is a 15 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. Then it is the Tushin Red Guard, which I believe is Scott.
Mine. Yep. He's gonna run up and around the sign.
Okay.
And try not to trip over Vicky.
Don't do it.
And run right up into that one. So attack him.
Okay. And that's green.
Green.
Green melee.
Green melee.
Make two melee attacks.
Okay.
He's not within 5 feet of any ally, so I guess it doesn't matter because I'm being grappled or anything. But
And they are wielding glaives. By the way, so.
first one's a 10,
A 10 will miss.
and the next one is an 18.
18 will hit.
And so that's a D10, right?
Yep.
Depends on if he's he's got a sword.
Sorry, no, I was sorry. Yeah, your guys have long swords.
Right.
So
So it would be a D8 unless you had him put his shield away and is making a two-handed attack. It'd be a
D8
D10
plus anything?
plus 2.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I just lost where it was. 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
That was everything you do. Wow, so itchy.
So itchy. Indeed. Okay, Bolt took his turn. The mounted knight is going to charge forward. In fact, he's going for Victor. Because your stealth lasted until you did the horse thing.
Until you attack the horse.
Not worried.
I'm gonna stealth.
Dives out of the...
It was gonna be stealth
So
and then
stealthy.
jump down and let it go, but then the horse didn't listen, so I had to make it go.
Stupid horse, do something.
The first one... Oh, it's got advantage.
Animal cruelty. You're gonna get takedown.
First one's an 11 to hit.
Misses.
And the second one is
He does have advantage because I'm prone.
a 19
Hits.
to hit. Okay. And he is...
Victor's just trying to use himself as a body shield for this lady.
8 slashing damage. Yeah, she is definitely screaming because she doesn't know what's going on. Somebody just tackled her, and there's just people
She's doing
around.
what is it? That Betty Boop with the wiggly arm. Save me!
Olive oil.
Olive oil, yeah.
Olive oil.
Okay, that was the mounted knight. The blue guard, hanging on by a thread, but
Yeah.
still alive.
Okay, he'll just make an attack against Grey Melee.
Okay.
2 attacks.
Really?
Yeah. The first one is a 8 to hit. The second is a 16.
16 will hit. The 8
Okay.
will not.
For... Come on, D8. 6 damage.
6 damage. That was against Gray, right?
Yeah. And he had taken 3 damage from the horse.
A little bit trampled.
Yep, looking a little worse for wear, but still alive. So, a lot to manage tonight, which is fine because I'm having fun. Hopefully you are too.
Si, senor.
So far.
Well, I'm not in combat yet, so no.
This is the most fun I've had so far.
Till we die.
The green soldiers are going to go next. Where are they? They're in the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
Okay, so that one is going to respond and try and stab you twice. The first one is a 6.
Miss.
The second one is a 15.
Miss.
So yeah, you bring your shield around. The other one is going to try and shoot you with a crossbow bolt. The highest is an 18.
18 matches.
Okay. What's a crossbow? Heavy crossbow.
D10.
D10. 2 damage.
Okay.
Green. The second giant is going to fire a single bolt at Anya
Old lefty.
for 15 total.
Double miss.
Okay, perfect. And then it is Ezra.
Finally.
Easy.
I'm going to run towards the fountain.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot, actually.
Blow him up.
Yeah. So that was 5. Shoot. This sign's kind of a problem. Can I like go like right there?
Yeah, you can try and jump up on the fountain.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me just an acrobatics check.
Sure.
This is not to see if you like fall or anything. It's just to see.
17.
Okay. Yeah, you perfectly light on it
I'm gonna shoot
like a dainty elf.
this guy.
Okay.
Will I blow up red is the question. It's 10 feet.
So technically, because there is an enemy in front of him, he would have cover.
Okay.
So, but you can hit the one in front.
What about the giant since he's taller?
The giant, because they're taller.
Okay,
That
I'll
would.
shoot at the giant then and try.
You have
and
sharpshooter
blow him
though.
up.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
don't.
that's right, ignore
They don't.
strength.
They don't.
Okay,
benefit
then I'll
from
go for the
Yep.
middle to try and maximize as much damage as I
Okay.
can.
You might hit red.
Yeah, that's
But-
what I was worried about, but
Maybe you can't tell that he's a good guy.
I mean,
his
you can,
intuition
yeah.
armor, so. But that would be, it's 10 feet, so is that 5, 10? Yeah,
Yeah.
5. Okay, so I'll shoot the giant.
Okay.
And this one here. So that is a natural 20.
Nice.
And now
Okay.
I'm assuming that was with sharpshooter
Yes.
enabled.
Yes, sorry.
Mhm.
Sharpshooter's enabled. Always enabled.
Your luck has turned.
So that's going to be. So let's see if
The
I'm
gods
doing.
smile.
I'm doing the exploding arrow, by the way, obviously. So
Are you using your new bow ability?
no,
The gods smile on the penitent
so
man.
that's going to be.
Is that?
12.
Does that crit? It doesn't crit the explosive.
I mean, obviously it's up to you. I wouldn't think that the explosion would.
Because
would
the
crit
explosion.
that.
Because the it's
Yeah, it
after the
hits,
attack
and then
hits
there's
and
an
the
explosion.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so let
that
me
doesn't
do the
crit
math on this
explosion.
first, and then I'll. So the D8. So
It's the most
8.
powerful crit ever.
Well, I mean smite. So
Yeah.
It was 13. So it's 20. So 30,
That's the right-handed giant. It's got
23.
That's lefty. Or no, yeah, he's attacking right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28, 36. So that's 36 normal damage.
Okay.
And then the exploding damage is going to be 7 exploding damage to everything within 10 feet
Dang.
of this guy.
Okay. So read them off as they. Does that include the giant as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So how much damage was that again? 7?
What did I say? 36, I think?
Sorry, no, the explosion
Oh,
damage.
7.
7? Okay. So
Yeah, all creatures. The target and all of the creatures within 10 feet take 2d6 force damage.
does the soldier in white get hit? The Greenwood soldier.
What, this
No.
one here? No. 5.
Okay,
So
what
the
about
farthest
gray?
it goes is gray.
So gray range.
So
gets
gray
hit for 7.
basically. Oh no, I'm probably 5. Okay, we're safe.
Green. Both greens get hit. Okay. And then
Basically, gray, both greens, both orange, both purple. This cleric, that red dude.
With the book.
Book.
This knight.
And yeah, this knight, and I think technically even the other giant.
This commoner. This commoner.
No, this commoner is 15. 5. 10 is right
Oh,
there.
okay.
So he's just barely safe.
You got his eyebrows.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically these guys are huge. So
Oh, I thought they were half giants.
half giants are huge, aren't they?
they're large,
They're
not
large.
huge.
Okay. Yep.
And all 3 clerics, did you say? Is it all
There's
3?
3 clerics?
The one you broke.
Yeah.
Was that one?
And then
There's
the
2.
acolyte.
No.
Sorry, they're not the same.
Oh,
That one's too far away.
Yeah,
That one's
they're
too
not
far
the same. Okay, so
Yeah,
just
so
the
just
2.
these 2 here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dallin, I would think that it says the energy detonates after your
a hit.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think that it wouldn't benefit
Much
from crit.
as much fun as that would be.
Yeah.
I know I would have
Is
fun.
it a, what is the 10-foot radius cube? It's just everybody within 10 feet.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That explosion rocks through, and all the soldiers tumble forward. Is basically this big burst of orange energy ripples through everybody.
Alright, second shot.
Second shot.
Just the same guy,
Same
sharpshooter. That is only going to be a 7 to hit, so that misses.
Nope, that misses.
I am going to action surge.
Okay.
Since it takes so long for me to have another turn this round.
Yeah.
And we'll go at it again. So I just get 1 additional
No,
attack.
you get 2.
You too.
Oh, because
You
I
get
get
full
an attack
action.
action. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So that one sharpshooter on is going to be A 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Nice.
Okay, so that's going to be for 11 damage, and I'm going to explode again.
11 plus sharpshooter.
Oh, 21 damage. Huh? Yep.
And then you're going to
I'm
explode
going to
again.
do the explosion again.
Nice. Good roll.
For
Good roll.
11 damage.
Nice.
11 damage.
So all the
All the
people that
same.
got hit
Nice.
last time.
Okay,
Good job.
so the gray ranged is gone.
Nice. Dark spawn. Get out of here.
The green soldiers are gone.
Nice. Ooh, your
Is it
launch
11,
detected.
Yeah.
The purple soldiers are gone.
Get out of here.
Dude, Ezra's like posturing. He's like, hey, don't worry, my friend Kitsune. Look how awesome I am. Kill everybody on the battlefield.
Just auditioning for my, rightful place as head of the
for
Tushin.
your 9
And then
tails.
the orange soldiers are also gone.
Alright. And my final attack.
Yep.
On the big guy.
And you're out of special arrows,
Yes,
right?
I'm out of
It's just the
all
two?
my specialties, yep. So sharpshooter.
Well worth
I
it.
fire
Yeah, sharpshooter is going to be 17 to hit on the giant.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay. For 9 damage.
9 damage.
Are those arrows you have to buy, or do you have to like make them every day?
Grow
No,
range
they're just like
Ezra's
infused with
just-
arcane energy.
Like so many per
Yeah,
day?
so I
Smashing it.
just get 2 per short
You don't
rest.
need to be here.
They can either explode or I can grapple
Nice.
with them.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you fire off 4 arrows. One of them goes wide, but 2 of them explode and just devastate the soldier ranks.
Yeah.
Leaving the giants, the clerics, the
Nicely
couple of knights
done.
that you see.
I love the image of
But-
and then a second later another explosion,
Like
double.
everybody's picking themselves up from
yeah,
the first one.
They
and
kind of
then-
get rocked and then
Are
they just get
do they whistle as they fly through the air? Like,
They're like just a normal arrow, and then
Normal?
they hit, and they're like, and then
just kind of this
just
explosion of
magic.
That's cool.
Yep, time magic.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Well, my DPR goes way down from here, boys. It's up to you.
Hey, worth it.
The purple soldiers are gone. Are you pulling them off their tack?
Mhm.
Don't.
Uh-oh. Wave 2. I'm scared.
Just because we killed him so fast, he's like, look at that more.
No.
in my final form.
Okay. The next one to go after that is the other knight, who is going to charge forward. Where's he going? He's going for the whitetail guard.
Red?
They got it. Yep.
It's cool looking too. I love the cape.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
It's not totally
He looks
done,
like
definition, but
looks like Demon Souls.
Yeah,
The
I
knight
agree
from
with that.
Demon Souls.
That's cool. Looks like he just came out of a roll ready to swing.
Yeah, just cape's blowing in the wind.
hero wind, always.
Yeah,
No matter what.
He walks into a tavern, they close the door, and it's still
It's like,
That's a
Clunk
19
of
to hit
billing.
the guard.
Yeah.
ouch.
it's like the studded leather of smoldering, just because it smolders. Like that's all it does.
14 slashing damage.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Slices through that Tushin.
No!
Now, the clerics are going to... They're going to be chanting, and they are going to be healing, actually, all 3 of them.
Stop it.
We're going to do...
Is this named Anduin? And
the one in the back is going to heal up 2 of his companions. And it looks like they're kind of just like in this sort of like ritualistic chanting that is just sending out waves of healing throughout this entire thing. So and then we're gonna go ahead and do. The other 2 are just going to heal that giant back up a little bit. Okay. And then Anya goes.
Okay. She'll move. Can you move her kind of like right in that space next to those two
Up
guys? No.
Over here.
Yeah. And first she'll attack Purple
Uh-huh.
with her great sword.
And then gray.
She's purple.
Whatever.
She's the purple one.
I can't tell
you're
the
purple.
colors.
So that's
I'm a
gray.
little
Gray and there's
colorblind,
white.
so
That's white.
gray then.
Okay.
And that is a 12 to hit.
A 12 will miss.
Second attack is a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Finish him.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, yeah, she slices through him.
Nice.
So
And you're not close enough to those stupid clerics.
She do the little like sword slash and throws the blood onto the ground.
oh yeah, for sure. Yep. All of her tails kind of whipping out behind her. Okay, and then the civilians. Yay! They're all gonna move. They can move 30 feet. And again, the ones up
You do
front
those, I'll
move
do
them
this.
into the church, and then the other
Here.
ones are going to. Yep,
The church is here. Is this the
that's
church?
the church. Yeah.
These guys are just gonna
With the
run,
drunk people?
run away.
Have a market.
30. 30.
And then have them go this way
Okay.
a little bit. So it'll be like, yep.
What about the one that Victor tackled to the ground?
She is.
I'm not actively like holding her down or anything. I'm just like body blocking.
She's gonna only be able to move 15 feet because she's got to stand up.
Kind of scramble.
Like off the.
Yeah.
These guys gonna go that way.
Technically,
Yeah, they're gonna seek shelter
Same
in
piece?
that shrine.
But I'm
Yep.
not gonna say anything.
Okay.
So
that one's gonna move. That one's fine.
I mean, I don't know how
You're right.
realistic you
This
want
guy
to be,
would take
but
an opportunity
the knight
attack if he went.
technically,
He is
the
going
knight
to,
technically
okay.
could have attacked the lady as she tried to run away.
Yeah,
There's a long take.
they're not focused on the lady like she's scampering.
They're saving their.
What about these
He
two
would
back
actually
here?
attack. Yep.
Figured as
They go
much,
into
but
the floral layer
Just
shrine.
putting the options out there. I don't know how bloodthirsty
Yep.
they are.
If she didn't, she'd have half cover-ish.
He makes
Should have a plus
out
2 AC or
without
something.
any damage. So yeah.
Maybe he hits me. I don't know. If I
One
want to
dives
order
into the well.
Better here than there.
I mean, the drain's got to lead somewhere. Probably the sewer
Okay.
or the river.
All drains lead to the ocean, right?
It is.
There is no
In
ocean.
this case, it would be all drains lead to the river.
It is round 2,
All drains lead to the
and
ocean.
3 more soldiers for House Greenwood
Melee
appear
or
at
ranged?
that. We'll just do melee ones. They will appear just at that back line. And I should have just kept their initiative.
All right, your turn to go, Nova.
I'm
And
single
it is
target.
actually Victor's turn. So you brought a gray, a purple, and an orange, right?
Yep. Gray, orange, purple.
I'll stand up. And I'll kind of like turn around again, just kind of trying to put myself between the civilians and the bad guys, I guess. And I'll cast Hail of Thorns. So I need to hit the creature, so I'm going to attack guy on the horse.
Okay.
But I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns.
Is this a ranged attack?
Um,
Technically, yeah, Hail of Thorns lets you use with your dagger, so
ranged weapon.
I will say you have to make a
Um,
ranged attack with that,
Yeah, I'll.
Should be disadvantage.
which would be disadvantage, unless you want to
I'm not
disadvantage
gonna
first.
hit him. I'm gonna throw it back here
Okay.
and maybe hit Priest Boy.
I think because you are in melee range, you are going to be
Yeah,
disadvantaged.
yeah.
Unless you want to move.
You can bonus action disengage
Yeah,
as
can-
well.
But I have to
bonus
use my
action?
bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem.
That's cocked.
So the first one was an 11, second was a 4, so I'm gonna say that doesn't hit.
What's the total?
11.
11?
Oh wait, hold on. 12, because I'm using the Cinder Hearth.
12 does not.
Okay.
Or does not hit. So miss.
Cinder
Does
Hearth
not
Does
miss.
not miss.
It's just out here yonder.
And I think Hail of Thorns is just the next time that you hit, right?
It's
not.
when it's cast when you hit.
Oh, okay. So
it's-
you still have a bonus action now.
Okay.
If you'd like to throw out a couple daggers or disengage.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to dodge because there's a lot of dudes.
I don't think that's one of the ones in the rogue can do.
Monks can if they spend a key
Yeah.
point, but you're just hide, disengage, or
Hide,
dash.
disengage, or dash.
Damn.
But I mean, you could disengage.
Otherwise, rotate.
Dash, disengage. Yeah, you're right.
I made one.
So
That's pretty good.
I will, I guess, disengage. And I'll back up to 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll just kind of back up to over by
Bluey.
Louis.
Good business with the horse there, Victor.
I liked your explosive shot much more. It was very nice.
Can you two focus up, says Anya. The giant on the right is going to charge forward. He's going to move 30 feet forward.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
They're large, you said, right?
Yeah. And he's
Well,
going to...
large is technically
4.
1 by 1.
2 by 2.
Is it 2 by 2? I thought huge is 2 by 2.
No,
That's 3 by 3.
3 by 3. Yeah.
As he's moving, he pulls out his spear and shield off his back and drops the crossbow.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Just drops it, doesn't stow it. Just
No,
like
he just drops it.
Free crossbow.
He's going to
free,
make
Unwieldy
free
crossbow.
gnomish
2
ballista.
attacks.
Yeah. Oh, we should take it to
Could mount that on Cascas shit.
He's going. You already gave him a crossbow the
I
last
know.
time he was
Now he'll
talking.
have 2. 1 for each side.
Well, he has
We'll do
that,
the
yeah,
first
well, he has that
attack
one that
against
pops up
Anya,
already.
which is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Ouch.
Okay.
Bye-bye, foxy girl.
Yeah.
16 damage.
Hmm.
Okay. Second attack, he's going to fire against the guard. Just kind of a quick spear thrust because he's got reach.
Uh-oh.
And that is a 13 to hit.
Nice.
And then the third one against the guard is an 18 to hit.
Magic.
That hits,
And
and unless you roll negative damage,
I believe
that
you only have
guard is
1 hit
dead.
point left, right? Yeah. Yeah. So he delivers a blow to Anya, and then he just spears through. Blast.
He like holds up his shield, he like
Circle.
blocks the first thrust, but then he
It's
hasn't
kind of that,
learned.
like
he keeps exposing
yeah,
himself.
well,
to the shield.
that first one is so like it rocks his shield arm so much that he can't recover in
A
time.
breaking blow.
He just skewers him.
Yep.
He's gonzo.
He is gone.
This is the difference between learning in the classroom and learning
And
out
then
in the
the
field.
the 3 of you, Seredan, Eve, and Bolt, arrive.
Hey, welcome
Right
to
over
the
here.
battle.
Sarah's just she's
And then
oblivious
Darian, I'm
to.
assuming that you're writing Darian.
She has those.
Darian.
She has those anime like heart eyes. ever since
Just walking around.
Eve was like, I'll follow you. And she's just like, she's not paying attention.
Yeah, and then as you guys come around the corner, that's when you see the crowds like running and everything. So now you can see that there's danger, and at the center of it is Ezra firing arrows from the fountain, and Victor already in the process of knife dancing.
It appears we have arrived just in time.
Okay.
Energy joke.
What in the world? She starts running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And then I can't bonus action spell and use a spell. So
You can action dash.
I know, but
You could Eldritch Blast.
I know.
You could do a little dance.
I think
That's a
that
free action.
she would.
I call it dance running.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Dang it! I wish I had like a quicken spell.
Another point in the column for sorcerer.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
right?
Okay, she's actually no. Grr. Yeah, she will. Let's see. Yeah.
You can use an action to expend weapons charges. Smart slide.
Okay.
Okay. So you
Sorry.
dash.
No. I need to save my spell. So she's just gonna get to right there, and then she's gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Actually, she's going to bonus action throw her Hexblade's Curse on the knight here,
Okay.
and then she's gonna Eldritch Blast.
Which isn't something that happens often.
No, but she realizes she's too far away. She's moving too slowly.
So you're gonna have to describe what exactly happens here because this is
Yeah,
so new.
Sari actually just holds up her hand and says, Mona Piline! And this just like purple energy just like shoots out of her hand. Two like, you know, fires 2 bolts. It's just like...
Yeah.
And
you don't take the darkness normally emitting from Craggy and do like a flip and it flies out.
Like a lacrosse, or not lacrosse.
Yeah, kind of like
it is lacrosse, yeah.
It's a 12 to hit.
A 12
First
to
one.
hit on the knight.
Knight, yeah.
Misses.
And then the second, I'm not using that automatic garbage. Get out of here. Rolling real dice, and it's worse. So yeah, she's very unpracticed with this sort of magic.
Yeah. These blasts just kind of like trail overhead.
And yeah, that's it. That's my
Eve.
turn.
Alright. Can he go through here?
You can go around.
You could
Yeah,
go around
you can go through. You can go through
Friendlies.
Seredan just fine. I would say the civilians probably not.
So Darian will run up to there.
Okay.
And
She's just like standing on his head.
hi, Darian!
Yeah, she's full on like surfing Darian right now.
Like leaning forward into the wind.
And then I am going to throw this prismatic javelin
Okay.
into
Are you going to do the regular attack, or are you going to do the magic attack?
magic attack.
Okay. So I believe you throw it at a point, and then everything within that point has to roll a saving throw.
Yes, within a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
So,
Or creatures of your choice.
yeah. Let's put it, back there. So I can hit as
So,
many people as possible.
Let's see that.
That's a 10-foot.
That's a 10.
This
Oh.
is 15. Here's 20.
Holy crap.
Oh, that's large.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to hit. I mean, if you wanted to hit him, you'd hit
Okay, well
you
then.
can
Anya
choose.
here,
Yeah,
but-
Oh, yeah, that's
creatures
true.
you choose.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
Everyone except for purple
think
and
so.
gray, maybe?
Yeah.
No, you can still get gray, I think, can't you?
you can get gray, just not purple.
Okay,
Everybody but purple.
you better start rolling.
Sounds good. So what is the DC on this?
13 dex.
Okay, we'll roll the soldiers first. How many soldiers are being hit?
All but purple. 1, 2, 3 soldiers.
4. That's right.
4
Yeah,
soldiers?
4. Yeah. No. Yes.
4 soldiers.
And I will figure out what kind of.
2 giants, 2 clerics, and a priest.
One of them
And the
does not make their save for the
riding
soldiers.
knight and the non-riding.
Well, we will say that that is orange. Does not make it save. Actually, I'll let you pick. Which one of these soldiers doesn't make their save? Out of orange, gray, white,
Like 2 whites.
or yeah, white or white. White and the other one.
The white melee.
Okay, perfect. And then the giants will roll their saving throws. They are surprisingly dexterous and they make their saves. The knights fail their saves. And the clerics all fail their saves as well.
Nice.
So, what is the damage and type?
So that is 11 fire damage.
11 5. Okay. So Eve comes charging in on Darian, tosses this javelin, and as it like hits the ground, it just explodes in a more natural-looking blast of fire. Actually, it's like prismatic energy, so it's like red lines. So 11 fire damage is devastating against the clerics. The knight. The giant made it save, the other knight didn't. And then the soldier, the white melee soldier, is still in combat. He's still alive. Okay. Then it is those soldiers' turn. That soldier is going to rush forward at the lady that just threw the javelin.
Okay.
So, yep. So on.
He's gonna take
Anya
an
can-
opportunity attack.
From
Oh yeah, from
Stales.
Fox Lady.
Foxy.
That will be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit. Go and roll damage.
For 9 slashing
Okay,
damage.
that takes him down. So, as it goes past, Anya just takes that one out. The archer is going to move to the left so that they can get a clear shot on Eve. Yeah, right there. We'll do 2 attacks here. We've got a 15 to hit Eve.
That misses.
And then we have a 19 to hit Eve.
That hits.
Okay. And that one will be 9 damage.
Hang on. Okay.
Okay. The red guard is gone, right? Both the guards are gone.
Yeah.
Bolt.
I'm gonna move up. And then
Sorry, who was it that was attacking?
The crossbowman. The white crossbowman back there.
So I wanted to use the Wand of Fairy Mischief.
Okay.
It says I can point the wand at 2 creatures that are within 60 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
You can shoot yourself. And 30 feet of one another. Does that mean since I don't have anyone within 30 feet of me, I can't swap with them?
60 feet
I mean,
of
you
you
do have
and
people
30
within
feet
30
of one another.
Yeah.
So it has to be somebody within 30 feet of you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
In that case, then I'll just go ahead and I'll use dash action to go 30.
Give me a quick acrobatics check.
I'm going through Darien.
Okay.
Since it's not actually up and over. I was just counting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then as a bonus, I'll activate my armor's temporary hit point thing.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I get 6 temps.
All right. The soldier in gray is going to rush forward 30 feet if he can get to somebody, including Anya. 30. Okay. Make 2 attacks. First one is a 14,
That will miss.
and then a 20.
That will hit.
And that is 9 damage.
Sorry, what was the
19 was the total on that one.
so as her reaction,
Oh, she can parry?
yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Which adds 2 to her AC.
Perfect. Yep, so yeah, the soldier comes charging in. The first one is kind of a wild stab, and the second one she just kind of deflects it off to the side. Very skilled with this long blade. The mounted knight is next, and he's going to attack Anya as well. With an 11
Miss.
and an 8.
He's technically not in range unless he has reach.
He can move forward. Can he move
Nope,
forward?
because he is being blocked by both of that guy and this guy.
Oh,
Because this guy is taken up too.
Gonna charge around, then straight for bolt. So these attacks are gonna come against you instead.
20, 25, 30, 35. He could go 40, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Attack number 1 is 18 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. And attack number 2, 18 to hit.
Misses
So
again.
he comes charging in on his horse, kind of slashing down at you, but does not seem to hit.
I just raise my arm and that quicksilver shield goes.
Nice. Perfect. The guard in blue is dead. Brave soldiers, all. That orange soldier is going to move forward towards Anya as well, because that's how war works. You go for the closest enemy. Attack the first is a 13,
Miss.
and then a 20.
She'll parry.
So she used her reaction already, so she can't
Oh,
do
crap.
that one. So.
Then it hits.
And that is 3 damage. It's just a glancing blow.
Okay.
Just about a scratch. It is but a scratch. Orange, soldier purple. Gonna rush forward and dash. Let's say dash to Victor.
Okay.
So 60 feet towards Victor. Okay, the other giant is going to drop its crossbow as well and start heading into the fray. it's going to move past to Ezra, actually. If it can make it to him in one action, fine, but otherwise 2 actions.
Yeah, 25, 30. So put him like over
Yeah,
here.
you can put him like right there. We'll do a quick...
Just pushes the civilian out of the way. Yeah, because
yeah, she actually
the sign
manages
out of
to
the way.
like duck under his blow and just kind of stumble out of the way. She's pretty skilled, actually. She looks like she like does like a perfect dive and like throws her flowers
She's a
in the
dancer.
air. You're like, yeah.
I like her moves.
Ezra.
My turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Ooh, I am going to... Is that 10 feet away or 5 feet? Technically?
he's literally right next to you.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
he is
so-
2 by 2.
You are within his
disadvantage
reach.
Because you're
All right, in that case, I'm going to just stow my bow and pull out my katana, and I'm going to go
Oh, wow.
melee for a bit. Tushin for a reason. All right, let's fight him. Let's see what happens. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
12 will miss.
All right, I'll slash again for a 23 to hit
23 will hit.
for 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. Yeah, so he comes in with his spear and you just kind of like slice into his leg a little bit.
All right, and then I'm going to back up.
Okay. Yeah, he will go ahead and roll 21 to hit you.
That hits me. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Take 14 piercing damage. So as you back away.
Yikes.
You guys forgot how nasty these giants were. I didn't. I remember. I should farm. And then the other knight is going to shout a battle cry to keep pushing forward, and that's his action. His move, he's going to move up to. Can he get to Anya?
Yeah.
But he already used his action. So.
No.
No.
Unless he
There's no
goes
space
5,
around.
10, 15, 20. Yeah, I guess technically. Yeah.
Victor. We'll say Victor. Sounds fun. Victor sounds fun. But he did use his action for.
So actually, he passed next to Anya and then went to Victor. By the way. Well, no.
Yeah,
he can go there.
probably-
Yeah, never mind.
Yep.
Forget about diagonals.
Okay, and then the clerics are going to go, and they are going to dole out some healing, but they're going to actually just heal themselves this turn.
They're just gonna stay in the back under the little shield and heal each other. Wololo.
And then the civilians. I'm pretty sure they can all get to safe places at this point, so we can remove them or put them in their respective shrines.
If they would have won a turn earlier, I could use my cone thingy. Curses! I'm like, I want to use it.
He's shouting as he's running. Actually, you know what? Leave the bars behind the crates. This is the story that, yes, this is definitely something he's already like got his notebook out and he's writing furiously like 5 they were that rode into the breach. The white-tailed kitsune at their heels, you know, kind of stuff. So, I don't know, I'm not a bard. I'm not a storyteller, what the hell?
But you're our GM.
Ooh. Victor, we are now into round 3.
Okay.
Oh, which means, sorry. 5 more soldiers come rushing.
Bubblegum. I
need somewhere I can just go take a short rest really quick. And I'll come back.
Can you guys wait an hour, please?
Hold on, I'll be back.
Wait, don't you get your things on a long rest?
Short rest.
You can
Really?
use my
Yeah.
snuggle beast.
I could have sworn it was a long rest.
Pretty sure it's a short rest.
I'm going
yeah,
to-
twice per short rest.
It's a short or long rest.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to Somebody's close enough to do
What was the color?
attack.
Orange,
None of my
gray,
spells
green,
other
green,
than running away.
white.
I'm gonna put down. I'm gonna drop some of my blades for my
For a bonus.
my bonus for defensive blades.
Okay.
Between me and Bolt. And then I'm going to use my action. Just gonna, I feel like right now remind me, if I take the dodge action, is it going to do it for one attack?
No.
It's your whole turn.
All attacks against you until your next turn will be with disadvantage.
Because I feel like I might get the crap kicked out of me.
Until the start of your next turn.
He's basically just going to start throwing, spinning blades around and use the dodge action.
Okay.
To just try and keep people occupied.
Okay. Awesome. So Victor goes dancing and weaving. That's it.
It's like doing their
I like that.
waterbender-ish type moves with the blades kind of just...
Okay, the giant on the right is going to make attacks against you at disadvantage.
Righty or lefty?
Righty. He can move up.
I think. Never mind. Oh, right-handed. Gotcha.
Yep. So that is a 25 on the first one. It's with disadvantage.
How was it fat? Victor doesn't like these half giants.
They tend to hurt him a lot. 19 piercing damage on the
Look,
first
there's
one.
even water you can fall into.
It's
worked out so well last time.
I could have jumped in the water, but then I had to take an opportunity attack from 3 people.
Go into that water. They can't reach you.
Well.
Then we've got a 13 to hit,
Misses.
and then a 16 to hit.
Hits. On the last one.
Another 18 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
Victor. Little Vicky.
I knew...
Did you want to reduce the damage at all on that one attack?
I'll use
that's
evasion.
right. You can-
Huh?
I'll use
Not
my-
evasion, but
my uncanny dodge.
yeah, uncanny dodge.
Oh, I
For
forgot
half
you
the
had that.
damage. So what was that damage again?
It was... I forgot already.
Like 16?
I thought you said
something like that?
18.
Yeah, 16 damage.
16, so
8.
Like, it was literally 2 seconds ago.
damage.
I don't know. But you
I wish it
instantly put
I wish
on
it kept a log on.
Yeah.
It does if you.
It does for rolls,
if
but
you
not
roll
for damage.
digitally, but-
Yeah, but I mean, like if you when you go in and change your points. I wish it
Oh.
So are you
yeah.
still up and at him then? Just barely? Or-
Just barely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll use evasion and just kind of...
Okay.
Or uncanny dodge and deflect the last part.
Seredan.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But as she's running up, she'll just she'll look up at Eve and be like, "Watch this," and just say, "Vanwa." She kind of whispers and then casts Song of the Unseen.
Okay.
And
he
kind
goes-
of disappears.
What? Watch what? Where'd you go?
Yeah. So once again, these kind of ripples of distortion, these notes of distortion, kind of surround you and kind
And
of
she starts
fade
singing.
you from view, to the point where people are just kind of like not noticing you. And
No.
Eve, like when you're not, he's actively attacking, so nobody has to roll any saving throws to be able to notice him at all. But like when you look away from Seredan, it's hard to like really tell where she is at this point.
Cool.
And that's my turn. I don't have any bonus actions to take because I cannot. I didn't take the attack action. Actually, you know what? I will. I'm going to turn Craggy
Okay.
into, as a bonus action, into what's it called? Like the chains. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever version of that weapon it's
Yeah.
called. I can't remember right now. Because that is a bonus action.
Okay,
But
sounds good.
that's my turn.
Alrighty. The soldiers in white, one of them is going to try and attack Eve.
Isn't it my turn?
You're correct.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I didn't want to miss out. So Eve will cast Bless
Okay.
on Sarai, Victor, and Ezra. I think is
D6.
within 30 feet.
It's a D4.
How many feet do you have to be?
30.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Grazie, grazie.
Oh, sharpshooter.
Oh, because I get a concentration ring too.
Right.
That's my
It's hard
turn.
to sharpshoot at close range.
Yeah.
Did I take Anya's turn? I don't think you took Anya's turn.
No.
When you go ahead and roll me attacks for Anya.
Oops. Okay. She will attack
She's got a plethora of options.
giant.
The giant.
Yeah.
Ready?
Righty. Oh. First one misses for sure.
Okay.
Second one. 21 to hit.
A 21 will hit.
Okay. And that is 5,
Should
6,
be
7, 8.
Should be 2d6, isn't it? Right?
That's what she rolled.
6.
Oh. 8 damage.
Yes, 8 slashing damage, please.
Okay, perfect. Alright, so now, what else does Eve do after Bless?
Let's. Well, Darian.
Yeah, you could make a Darian.
Let's,
It's a jousting.
I want to
Contest.
charge someone. Can I
Do you have to move?
I have to
20
move
feet
At least
first?
20 feet in a
at
straight
least 20
line.
feet in a straight line?
But you could back up because you're not within range. Like you wouldn't take an opportunity attack. You know what I mean? You could.
Yeah,
back up and then
Darian's got
charge.
enough movement
Let's
that he
back
can back
up.
up
He's
and charge. Now, are you charging? Is Darian hitting the horse or is he hitting the knight? This is an important question.
the knight.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll the attack.
Yeah, we don't want Pete out. To
Sure.
Definitely hitting the knight.
This is
Ignoring the
I
fact
thought
that we
that-
had Bounder Stick.
Okay.
I thought about like trying to cut the
Oh.
horse's legs or something to make him fall. I don't know.
Can I use my inspiration for him to reroll that?
If you'd like to,
I do want to because
because he's a good boy.
I rolled worse. So that was really great.
Okay,
But I can use one of these.
sure.
Okay.
One of them.
What was the first attack?
Is it worth it? 4 plus 5, so 9.
9.
6 is on the
You're
15.
probably not gonna hit him.
Yeah, I'd probably say that.
He probably has like plate mail and a shield or something.
It's
So.
probably like an 18 to 20-ish range.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're trying.
Love the metagaming. That's all right.
I mean,
so
you
Darian
can tell when someone's wearing plate armor that they're going to be hard to hit.
Darian kind of bashes ineffectually, trying to hit the knight, but ends up just kind of hitting the armored flank of this horse.
Don't be embarrassed, Darian. It happens to me all the time.
Darian sniffles. And then the soldiers go. The crossbowman is going to attack you again, Eve. The lowest of which is a 13.
Miss.
The highest of which is a 19.
Hit.
That is 3 piercing damage. Okay. And then the other one is just going to double move, because I don't think he can reach anybody. The other white soldier, yeah.
Okay. 30. Which way is he going?
He'll head for Seredan. Something weird is going on over here, and he's pretty sure he can see somebody.
I'm gonna make a reaction
Okay.
attack as he moves in range.
You're kind of half.
Yeah. I get to add a d4 if I need it, I guess. So that's 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
And now I've got the chains out, so that's
2d6?
Yeah. 12 damage.
Okay. Good hit on it. All of a sudden, he's got like bloody gashes, and he's just like, "What the heck?"
Poor guy.
Says riffraff.
Bolt.
Street rat.
I'm going to move 1 forward so I get next to Victor.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm going to attack this guy.
The knight.
Yep.
Okay.
With Thunder Gauntlets. It's 11.
11 misses.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Damn it.
Thank you. Second attack.
Mm-hmm. Same thing. 12.
12 misses. Okay.
Curse you!
But at least you're here.
Darn, I don't have any bonus action heals. I was going to try
Do you have a healing word?
Cure wounds.
Yeah, I don't think that's an artificer spell.
I think alchemists get it, if I remember correctly. I think they get like special additional spells.
Can I bonus action and throw a healing potion into his mouth? Like
Say
bottle part.
Okay, you take 4 glass damage and heal for 6.
Or just.
You need to go see an artificer.
Okay.
You know what you could have done? You could have done the Wand of Fairy Mischief now to switch places with him.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, you can't hurl a healing potion at somebody. Okay. Then it is the soldiers in gray. I think there's just the one up next to
That's good.
Anya. Oh, there is actually an archer now too. The one up next to Anya is going to try and attack, with the highest being a 19.
That will hit.
You can parry that though.
Yeah, parry.
Okay. And then the other one is a miss.
Okay.
And then the archer is going to fire. You know what? He's probably in range to try and hit Ezra. You're going to have cover, and he doesn't have sharpshooter. So these are going to be +2 to your AC for these 2 attacks.
I mean, he's got to fire through a board, or through a sign, and the giant.
Yeah. I mean, he can move up a little bit, and let's have him move up just a tiny bit to kind of
Like right
get
here.
a better shot. Yeah. So the highest of the attacks is a 15 to hit. Okay.
Nice.
And then
That's what he gets trying to long range with a crossbow.
the Mountain Knight is going to
Don't
try
try
and
now,
slash at
sharpshoot.
Eve
You can't sharpshoot.
and crits.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So, okay, this is actually a decision that I made, but I'll go ahead and tell everybody now. I am changing the way that crits work for monsters, because as you guys get higher and higher levels, doing maximum damage plus an additional dice roll
Volatility.
is
Yeah.
extremely fatal for on the monster end. So they will have the standard 2 or double dice roll rules.
Okay.
Just because I think it kind of makes it a little bit more unbalanced in the player's favor, but since what do I care about
I
that?
don't know. The monsters have crazy scaling for damage,
Yeah,
though.
they
Yeah.
do. So
You know, they'll do like
the
86.
volatility of a 20 becomes a lot
So
higher
take
for a monster.
15 slashing damage. And then he has a second attack here, which is 1 lower than a crit. So it does a 24.
Yeah.
One más.
Really?
What else did you get hit by?
You should be getting hit by crossbows.
That's right.
So you're
Not the bolts, they just been hurling crossbows at her.
with that one is going to be 11.
Oh,
slashing
I'm
damage.
sorry. I thought that was the damage. So,
Not 24. It was a 24 to
Reverse.
hit.
15 to hit.
Oh
All right, so that was 15 damage for the crit, and then 11 damage for the second attack.
got it.
And you made both your concentrations there.
Yes.
Good on that. And then that was the
Let's see what a crit
That
was.
was this guy, wasn't it?
yeah, I believe it. No, I think
no!
it was
It was the
knight.
knight.
the
Oh, it
knight.
was the knight.
Yeah, Mountain Knight. So
That's the round before.
To
the,
illustrate the crit damage, you take a
Green.
picture of the carnage and just be like, this is what crit damage looks like.
the green soldiers, one of them is going to double move to try and get up to somebody, the melee one. Whoever they can get closest to, I suppose, first.
Me or probably
They can get to. Can they get to bolt?
or bolt. If they
Well, they have
if
to
they
dash.
if they dashed, they could.
Yeah, because they're going to have to dash in any case, so we'll get them up to bolt.
Get
And
that
then-
spear out of my face.
And then the other one, the green, is going to move around, and I'm just going to try and fire a couple bolts at Seredan. Why
Okay.
not? Disadvantage. The
Coming at you
first
with
one is a
balloons, yeah.
16 to hit,
Miss.
and the second one is a 14 to hit. Okay. There's a couple bolts at this weird distortion, this half person in and out. Not just because you're a half elf. No.
It's because you're half dwarf.
And then we
Elf.
have the orange soldier. I think there's only one on the field right
There's
now.
the archer in the back.
The
Archer in the back?
ranged too, yeah.
Okay, so that one's going to get a better position around the cleric, and man, there is such a bad melee right now. I'm going to go ahead and say that they're going to fire. Oh, they can't fire into that crowd. How do
Have
they
a
move around
straight shot at
this other side
the-
of
They can
the?
shoot me, technically.
Yeah, they're going to shoot at Ezra
Thank you.
with a crit on the first one.
Oof. Yep. Obviously.
So
So distracted by the giants that I didn't see this.
17 piercing damage.
Oh, jeez. Ouch.
Don't forget you have second wind as well.
Yeah. I'm probably going to be using it.
And then 15 on the second attack.
That will miss.
Okay.
Just break off the bolt that's jabbed at me.
And no purple soldiers currently.
There's one
There's one.
right here in melee.
Oh.
Right up against Victor.
Hello, purple soldier in melee. Attack Victor.
Victor's dodging.
Don't do
He's
it.
dodging.
He's
and you have your
dodging.
blade next to you.
I have dodging, and if it does hit me, yes, I'll reduce the damage.
The highest of the 2 attacks is a 14. to hit.
Both miss. Okay. My AC's 15.
Perfect.
I also moved next to you so I could intercept.
Yeah, do your
Oh, do you
pariah
do-
shield.
Because,
Oh, that's right.
you know,
shield.
Victor's only a light.
The
I'm
giant
a- I'm
on
a
the
breath
left
away.
it has a perfect opportunity to hit Victor here as
Which
well.
one?
Lefty.
Lefty?
Lefty.
Oh,
Which one's
So
lefty,
many of
Scott?
you
I don't know. I can't
Thanks.
tell.
This guy's lefty
Yeah.
because he's using his left hand to pull trigger.
Okay.
This one's righty.
Okay. Lefty.
I don't know if you're saying your left, right?
Didn't anyone teach you, man? There's only one
He's gonna
dancer
try to
at
fire
a
at
time.
Victor.
Yeah, 20 to hit on that first attack.
Uh-oh.
You have your blade.
Victor's toast.
I'll reduce the damage.
Or do you want
Is
to
this
use your
new? Is this a new
Well,
round?
I'm gonna reaction and take the damage instead.
Okay.
Is this a new round? As well?
No.
No. So my reaction.
Well, you're just dodging.
my
Dodge goes your
my
whole
uncanny
turn.
dodge. I
Right,
thought
you don't
was
have
until my
uncanny
next,
dodge.
so I don't have
Yeah.
uncanny. That's fine.
But
Victor, duck.
yeah, and that Quicksilver shield comes over.
I'll do the
So you'll
Nice.
take
Black Widow slide to the ground.
20 piercing damage.
Force damage.
Such a
Force
poser.
Such a poser. Then we've got an 18 to hit Victor on the second attack.
Yep. Hits.
And that one is going to be 16 damage.
I will reduce it by 2 and go unconscious anyway.
No! He's down.
Victor is
He falls back
he
into the
falls.
fountain.
Yep. Perfect. He falls into the fountain.
True picture form.
And then that, I guess, can that giant move in to attack Bolt?
No,
So I'm trying to water
because
bend.
he's 2x2 and he's still blocked by his.
Okay. Then he is
could
going
stand
to
on the fountain.
He could try to climb on the fountain, sure.
My
Do they get
brain.
3 attacks?
Climb at the fountain.
Yeah, they get 3 attacks. He is going to actually move towards Ezra now. He can only
get
move 30
away.
feet.
I already tried to slash you and it didn't work.
Oh, wait, can you get there? Okay.
No. Goodbye, Victor. Goodbye, Ezra.
That's a 14 to hit.
What a miss.
Okay. Yeah, the spear comes down and you just like full on duck out of the way.
Stop chasing me!
Hey,
Okay.
you with the loot, help us out. Give us some
gonna-
inspiration.
Now that there's no
Ezra.
civilians, I'm gonna splinter shot this biatch.
Okay.
Do it.
Command word fracture! And I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. So that is he has to make a dexterity.
DC 15 is what it says here. DC 15 dex save.
He does not make his save.
Alright, he's gonna take some damage.
He is 5 feet away from you, so I believe he takes
Ooh,
the
3d8.
3d8.
Nice.
So that's gonna be 12 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So as you shout fracture, as you fire off the bow, the magic kind of thrums through it and shatters this into a dozen pieces that all like pierce into the giant, sending him reeling.
Okay.
Would you have had to move back first, or
No.
Nope.
it's not attack, huh?
Yeah,
It's
it's
this, yeah, because it's just like
Cool.
the
It's
shotgun.
a cone.
It's
Cool.
yeah, it's just a cone. Well, I guess that's all I can do because that is my action to
Okay.
do that. So
Anything move or bonus action?
I'm too scared to move. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna do my second one,
Okay.
so I don't die. So it's a D10, 6. So
And then
nice max. So I'm healing 16.
And a reminder, everybody can take a potion as a bonus action, not
Yep.
just as an action.
Okay.
Unless
I
you're
think that's good
unconscious.
enough for now. I'm gonna save my healing potion until I get even worse off. But can I like switch now and go katana for my next round?
Yeah, I'll let you call it
So
the
I'm
katana.
ready to go melee for a minute.
Okay. The knight in front of Bolt is going to make an attack on him. Actually, 2 attacks. Sorry, it is 2. With the first one being a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 12 slashing damage. And the second one is only an 8 to hit.
That is not good.
Okay.
Sometimes one special.
The clerics are going to go. Stupid clerics. And they are going to. They're going to focus their healing on the giant right. Or the right hand.
This guy.
Yeah. Okay. Anya is next. She actually shouts, "Hold fast! Help should arrive!" And she is going to. Sorry, this is. Sorry, I was just like, "What's she going to do?" My apologies.
Sorry, I was a little confused. She'll go
Take
after the
this,
giant
guys,
again.
please.
First attack misses.
She's attacking the giant, right?
Okay. Yep. She just kind of tries to. This giant deflects her blade with its shield. The civilian's turn. The bard goes, "I've never seen someone so grand." Bardic inspiration. You get a
Thank you, Bard.
And he goes,
yes. Very much the road to El Dorado.
yeah. Plays Luke furiously.
It is the top of round 4, and 2 more soldiers appear.
You only have one.
One more soldier appears.
He
Okay.
was like, "Sorry, I was in the bathroom." Did I miss the fight? He's like,
There's like
pulling his pants
burned
up.
up pushing guys on the ground.
Yeah, there's
Things are
so many
exploding.
dead bodies. Whew, okay, let's give him a little morale check here.
Bunch of toilet paper trailing behind him.
He's gonna have disadvantage on his attack rolls this turn.
Nice.
He definitely did come into a little bit more carnage than he was expecting. Victor, roll me a death saving throw. Would you?
Oh, Victor, come on, buddy.
That's a 12.
Okay, one success.
And, yeah.
Okay. The giant on the right is going to make a trio of attacks against Bolt. 13,
Miss.
12,
Miss.
26.
Yes.
16 damage. 16 piercing.
Owie.
Okay. Then it is Seredan's turn.
Okay,
Come on, Sarah.
finally. In full form. Okay, so she is making attacks at the knight.
At the knight.
She's very upset with him. 25.
25 will hit.
That's gonna do. Let's see. 14 damage. Second attack. Come on, I need a crit. That is 22 to hit
22 will hit.
for the same, I think. 14 damage.
Okay.
And then butt action.
Butt action.
Yikes.
Well, chain action. But
Yeah,
it's
chain action.
chain butt action.
That's right. It's higher.
Okay.
But that's only a D4 still, right? Even though it's the chains. Right. Okay, so that is 9 damage. Yeah.
That knight is looking very beat up at this
So
point.
yeah, she's just like.
Just like slashing the
In
chain.
fact, you know what? Sorry, I intended to do this. If you will let me, I was gonna Eldritch Smite as well.
Okay.
Because she sees him like laying into
Yeah,
Eve.
go ahead and roll the
is-
damage on the Eldritch Smite for the.
That's 3d8. So, yeah, give me. Where'd my other d8 go? I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Did you roll 3 ones?
I seriously rolled 3 ones. I'm gonna add my epic die as well to that.
Why is it that when we fight half giants, we suck
So 7.
so bad?
He had 4 hit points left. So
hilarious.
yeah, that is absolutely. I'm sitting here. I'm like, well, it's gonna die. There's no way that 3d8 cannot kill. Yeah.
Jeez.
Uh,
Okay, so yeah, she's just like. Well, anyway, she just screams. Is really all she does. She's just like.
yeah, like just like
So does the
reverberation of sound. And you just like whip the knight off the horse, and it just collapses, and you
Okay.
just slice him in half. Not in half, but slice him up.
I would heal, but I have.
Slice the horse in half, and then both parts run
You
away.
heal from the Hexblade's curse, don't
Right,
you?
but I'm not missing any hit points.
Okay.
So. I know.
Eve, it is your turn.
Okay.
There are some of
So
us
I would like to move.
that are all there.
Oh, and Seredan, if you'd like to move as well. Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna go like 1 square here. I don't want to take an opportunity attack from that guy.
If I get right there, can I have Darian dip his head down so I can reach over to Victor?
So he's
Yes.
technically, he's 10 feet away
Yep.
from her.
Yep. I will go ahead and allow you to.
You're like on the antlers,
Yeah.
holding on to the antlers and
And
leaning
Victor's
over.
like just laying back into the thing dramatically.
I just
Lots
touched
of blood.
your toe.
Yeah,
And,
lots of blood.
the blood has worked its way through the fountain now.
Oh yeah.
Gross! So nasty. And I will do lay on hands.
Is it like a Vegas fountain? It's like,
Leon has. Okay,
that's what
How many?
the bard was playing the
20.
music that goes along with the fountain. The blood fountain.
20 healing. Write down. It's a blood fountain. That's a good tagline.
And he'll gasp his life. The dance is not over.
There's blood all around you, Victor.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
And then can I have Darian charge across in the fountain to hit him?
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check for Darian. Let's see if he can bound over to the fountain.
17
Do his namesake over the fountain.
plus whatever.
Ivaj,
It's all right.
once again in your debt.
And
How much did she hit?
Darian leaps over the fountain, not like bounding through it. He full on leaps over the fountain and comes crashing down on this giant. So go ahead and roll me the attack roll, and you're going to push that giant 5 feet that way. Yep.
Nice.
Darian smash.
That is
Go beyond.
14.
14 will miss. But you do push him that 5 feet.
Okay.
So close.
Bought me some space.
Yeah.
Would it be my space?
You're like, yes, this is.
I mean,
Wait.
as a reminder, the giant does have reach.
Just go back and forth.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do we? And we're gonna.
Oh, he does have
Hopefully-
reach.
But you
But
can
I'm
still.
not at disadvantage
Right,
now.
exactly.
Yeah. So it's okay.
You're like Legolas. You're just like. You're just like running up on
And
you.
actually, now that I'm close to him, as a bonus action, I'm going to take a
Healing push.
healing potion.
Okay.
Do I have one?
You should have at
We
least
should have a
one.
grader, I believe. We all
think
bought
I do.
graders.
I just need to make sure. Yeah.
Actually, some of us brought superiors.
I have superior.
Yeah.
What's
Well, I
your
have a
AC
grader.
goal?
So what?
18.
Just does more healing.
Yeah. Grader is
44.
4d4 plus
Plus 4.
4.
And then superior is 8d4 plus 8.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need one more. A 20 will hit you.
Yes.
So, while you're rolling your healing potion, the soldiers in the back, the white melee soldier next to you, the white ranged soldier, the green ranged soldier, the gray ranged soldier, all fire at you, and only one of them hits you.
Nice.
For 8 piercing damage. And then roll me a concentration check, please.
Right.
So like shooting at where they think you are.
20.
Okay. And then the other gray melee soldier is going to run up and he's going to try and hit you too, because I forgot he was there, but he misses the first attack and a 19 on the second one, so he is going to hit you for 6 piercing damage, and then another concentration check, please.
Higher.
Okay. And
Oh, and I have advantage on like saves because I
And
have
you
that
bless.
Eldritch Mind invocation. Oh yeah, and bless. Okay.
So
and
you're like
Bolt.
virtually unstoppable.
virtually concentration. Whatever.
So,
Yeah.
Victor, you're back. You're
Not-
here.
I'm still prone.
He's in the
Yeah,
fountain.
I'm
He is in the
laying-
fountain. So
Yeah.
Back in
I'm just getting him in place.
like he's not when he stands up he's going to be inside the fountain standing up. So
Something wet.
don't you have like an AoE spell?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about doing. But if I do it now, it's going to hit Anya. Because I can't choose. It's just all creatures.
That's what healing potions are for, right? You
And
just
Victor.
declare non-lethal on
more
her,
good
but everyone
than
else is lethal.
Probably
Well-
do more good. I mean,
It's him. It is. What's it called?
It would also hit Victor, who
oh,
you just
we don't want
resurrected.
to.
No, Victor's in the fountain. Once
Oh,
again, Victor
well, it
is
hit me then. If it's 10 feet.
It's Thunderwave. It's actually 15 feet from me, so I could go and hit.
In a cone.
Is it in all directions or is it a cone?
It's a cone.
It is 15-foot cube.
Oh, that's right. And you can
Originating
pick
from,
the origin. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right.
So you
and
could-
you could go like that.
Yeah,
basically.
which is
Yeah.
what I was thinking. Except for I can't hit orange, unfortunately.
15. Oh, he's 20.
I need more actions.
I know, right?
I need like I want to be able to like very swap
It's his
these
plan,
two,
actually. He's
then
a
do
fighter.
it.
Freaking action surge is nice.
I call out to the kitsune, Miss, I'm sorry about this, and then I do the ground stomp to Thunder Wave.
Okay. So what is the DC?
It is a con save of 14.
Con save of 14.
Yeah.
Come on, make it.
You made it.
Yay.
So still, it's half damage on a save, right?
On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage. You have half one and isn't pushed.
All right. Start pointing to soldiers. for
Green
me.
melee.
Green melee. What was the save? Sorry, 15.
14 con.
14. Green melee makes it.
Okay. Knight.
Makes it.
Purple melee.
Fail.
And half giant. Righty.
Makes it.
Okay. And I'm going to do. So it's 2d8. 12 damage. 12 thunder damage.
So 12 to the third one. Which was the third one that was pointed
Purple.
to?
Purple melee.
Just always imagine like
It's
incredible
pushed
Hulk.
as well.
And then anyone that fails gets pushed 10 feet.
Okay, so he gets
Nice.
pushed into the sign. Go ahead and roll me another d6 for the sign, please. As he
Nice.
crashes through it.
3 damage.
He is still up. And then everybody else takes half damage.
Yep. So they take 6.
Righty takes 6.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to down a healing potion.
Okay.
A greater healing potion.
What were the other soldiers that were
May I
hit?
borrow a d4, please?
Green.
Green?
And the knight.
Green melee?
Yeah, 9 green melee.
Yeah.
And the giant.
Righty.
And then Anya takes 6 as well.
Got it.
She's still up?
Yep, she's still up.
Woo! She's a fighter. Literally, probably with her class.
So I will heal for 12.
Perfect. All right, and then you're just gonna stay there, right? You're not moving or anything.
Yeah, because if I move, it'll be a whole bunch of opportunity attacks and
All right,
not looking so great.
The
so-
soldier. What is the soldier in front of you? What color is he?
Green.
Green. He is going to make 2
Melee.
attacks against you. The highest of which is a 20. The other one misses.
20 hits.
I'll reduce the damage with my dagger.
'Kay.
By 1 speed. It reduces damage by 1.
Okay, so you take 9 piercing. And then the orange soldier is going to line up a shot or 2 on Eve. That is a 9.
Yes.
And a 15.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Couple shots going there. And then purple soldier is going to hobble back in and try and make it attacks against Bolt.
The
one that's in the
melee.
sign?
Yep, the one that's in the sign. The
So
highest of which
he
is
can't.
14. He can't get there?
Well, I guess. Because Victor's on there.
Yep,
he
yeah,
can.
because Victor's been found.
So now he's right
So
next
14 is the highest of the two attacks.
That misses.
Okay, and then the purple one is the purple one. The ranged purple guy is going to move forward, and there's not really. He's going to have to attack Eve because there isn't really any other target. He doesn't want to fire into that melee.
He does have disadvantage, you said.
Oh, that's right,
He
because
was in the bathroom.
he's demoralized. Thank you for that. The first one is a 10
Miss.
instead of a hit. That would have been a guaranteed hit. And then the second one is a 9 instead of a guaranteed hit.
Nice.
Haha.
Yay, demoralization! Wait. And then Lefty is going to go. He is going to stab at a bounder. 22 against him.
What a jerk.
That was very rude.
17 damage.
He's gone.
Oh, Darian!
The first one takes out Darian.
all right.
Roll me a quick acrobatics check to see if you land on your feet.
Ah!
Black Widow landing. Come on.
Whenever you roll an acrobatics check and it rolls outside the box, that should be an automatic fail.
I mean,
The dice
Right?
failed.
The dice
there.
automatically.
13.
13? Yeah, we'll go ahead and see you land on your feet. And then the second attack
Like a
is
cat.
It's just
coming
like,
for you.
All right. Well, you already landed like a power stance too,
That's
because you
a
were
crit
riding
against Eve.
oh,
22 piercing damage.
I'm still standing.
Here comes the third attack.
So, okay, hold on. Question: where do you want
Shouldn't have talked to them.
to land? Because Darian technically was in the middle.
yeah, so-
here.
Whichever way, which square do you want to land in? 'Cause the giant will move up in either.
Well, it has reach either way, but I'm just saying.
Right there.
Yeah, it has
Back,
like a 10
yeah.
foot reach,
So, just in case he wanted to be like dive off to the right or left and then run
and
away.
then, sorry, the last attack here is a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
4. 17 damage.
Okay.
Are you still up?
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
Bleh.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ivan, where are you?
Ezra.
Okay, now I'm uber pissed. You don't kill my friends. I'm gonna shoot him in the face with sharpshooter.
So, do you lose concentration?
Yes.
Unconscious?
Oh,
Or
sorry,
was
I'm
this
blessed.
concentration?
Shoot. Good call. Bardic inspiration goes towards the attack to hit,
yes,
right?
yep.
Okay.
Yep, not damage.
So that is going to be a 13 to hit on the first one.
13 will miss.
Okay, and then the second attack is going to be a 14 to hit.
14 will miss.
Oh, great.
Can I give him one of my epic die?
No, unfortunately not.
Dang it.
Shoot. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay within the. Well. Shoot. Would I still be staying within his range if I move over to Eve?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do that. Oh wait, it'll be this one. No, it'll be this one. And as my bonus action, I'll give Eve my health potion.
So giving somebody else a healing potion, I
Is an
believe.
action.
Oh, as an action. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will position myself for next time to do that.
All right. The knight
Sorry,
in front
that was
of
a-
Bolt is going to make a pair of attacks on him. They're both misses. Okay. Okay. The clerics are going to go ahead and do some healing.
What?
Oh, for us? Great.
Perfect.
Okay. And then Anya goes.
Oh, sorry.
You're right.
Who?
Where's this backup you yelled about?
I don't know.
Just hold fast.
Giant again.
We need Anarias to kill everybody in the vicinity.
That's 17 to hit.
17 will miss.
Damn.
These giants are tough cookies.
And second misses too.
Okay.
What a
That's
waste.
fine. Civilian, that Bart goes, sorry about your friend. He'll give you Bardic Inspiration again. And it is now round 5, at which point you all see this ripple overhead, and the Arcanum drops down into the center of the battlefield. So just a moment while I grab them. Where are they? All right, so the Arcanum Justicar comes down first, slams into that crowd, and knocks everybody 5 feet away. Then Arcanum Guards come down. We'll do one right next to Ezra, one next to Bolt, and one next to Seredan. Right there.
Okay.
And then
Do they don't push back too, do they?
no, they just drop in.
Okay.
Only the guy with the
so-
gravity hammer.
And then one of the jump medics comes landing down next to Eve. So Eve gets 10 healing as he comes down and just lays a cure wounds on you really quick. And now that the Arcanum is here, everyone has a +2 bonus to AC and advantage on all attacks.
Sweet.
As the Arcanum are basically adding their might to yours rather than worrying about adding even more people to this combat, which is a nightmare.
Say it one more time. Sorry.
So +2 to AC
Okay.
and
advantage on all attacks.
and advantage on all attacks.
Oh, sweet.
And then the jump medic is also going to be providing healing throughout the fight as well. At basically the start of every round. So Victor,
Okay.
it is your turn.
I'm going to use my half my movement to stand up in the water.
In the fountain.
Now, I assume I'm in engage range for him.
Yes.
Would this wall provide any sort of cover at all?
Probably like a standard cover.
I want to step one away from him.
out of
He
his
can take an
reach.
opportunity attack.
Yeah, he misses.
Okay, and then I'm going to roll. I'm going to kind of reach down in the water and kind of. It is with my blood that I will defend my friends, and I'm going to cast Ice Knife. And I'm
Okay.
going to form the Ice Knife out of the bleedy water.
Nice.
I'm going to throw it over here.
On the giant?
Like at this
Right,
guy
right.
by the giant. So everything in 5 foot. And
Including
that would
me.
include you guys.
We'll defend
I'll throw
my
it.
friends.
I thought Ice Knife only affected
It only
2,
It hits
It
one
only-
and then explodes.
Yeah.
but doesn't it only affect up to 2 enemies? Am I wrong there?
It
No.
says, nope, hit or
Just
miss, the
everyone within
target,
5.
each creature within 5 feet must succeed. So,
You have to target a creature.
I have to target a creature,
something.
unfortunately.
You could target this Arcanum guy.
Get out of here!
These guys back are pretty good targets too.
And I'll throw one back here and try and hit these archers. Hopefully they have less
Okay.
AC.
Yeah.
Green
And we
archer.
have advantage, you said?
Mhm.
Okay. And
Solid.
+2 on my range stuff.
What's the range on it? 60?
I think it's
Yeah,
60.
it's 60 feet, yeah. And it's a 5-foot sphere, so those guys. So the attack is a 13 plus my 5, so 18.
18 will hit.
Okay. And so they need to make a dex save.
Yep. And so roll the damage, and then everybody around them needs to make a dex save. Right?
So the first guy takes 1d10 just straight out,
Yep.
and that's a total of 4 piercing. And then everyone else around him will take 2d6 cold damage.
Sorry, what was the first 12 piercing you said?
4 piercing. 4. And that'll be 6 cold damage to everyone else that fails their save.
What was the DC on that?
DC is 11 dex.
Okay. So it should be more than 11. I don't think you're adding in your.
Should be your proficiency
It's
bonus
based
too.
on this.
So it should be
It should be your
8 plus
spellcasting.
your proficiency bonus, because your spellcasting bonus sucks because you're it's a custom class for you.
Correct.
So it should be higher than 11.
Should be your proficiency.
So this is
Proficiency
basing it off
plus
my
dex.
dex.
Plus
My dex is
bonus.
well, not dex, but my spellcasting is a +2.
For your dex?
What's your dex?
For my
modifier?
dexterity, but this is a save. Their save is a dex. So
Yeah.
this is my spellcasting.
I thought your
modifier.
spellcasting modifier
Based
went
on
off
dex.
your dex.
It would
It's
be
also
wisdom.
that's right.
It's
Yeah,
off
it'd
my
be
wisdom.
So
And my wisdom's
plus
only
two.
2.
plus 8 plus your
Plus
proficiency.
It would
which
have to be
10.
Should be
13.
13.
13.
It would have to be a custom class thing to say it goes off of.
Yeah, so I can do DC override. I'll do DC bonus.
So the cleric and the soldier don't make their saves, so the soldier in white doesn't make their save, I should say.
Okay, so if they both fail, that'll be 6 damage, or
damage.
only half that if they do.
The green one takes that damage as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
the green one
does
did
well.
make their save, so they're going to take half damage. You said
3.
And now they all have
Okay.
some kind of bloodborne disease.
I'll be the judge of that.
That's my action.
Okay.
And bonus action, I'm going to call back my blade.
Alright, so where is it?
I have one blade right here, so everything in a straight line. Sorry, Jessica, I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm sorry, bolt. The dex save is pretty easy on this one. It's still 13.
Yeah, except for my dex.
It's only 1d4. How's that? I'm gonna just call that blade back.
The
Told you it wasn't good.
Well,
giant makes
it's only
it
one
save,
damage,
the rest.
Okay, take
do
a
not.
damage.
Okay, everyone who doesn't make
So
it
how
takes
many,
one
how many
damage.
gets hit?
Just 1 damage. Justicar
The Justicar's not going to hit.
wouldn't hit. So
Giant.
1, 2, 3. There's purple, green, and Cake Man.
Purple dies.
If you do this, if you do this and call it back, then it would miss me.
That's true.
And then what was it? Green and the giant?
Green and the giant. Yeah.
And the 9,
the
probably.
Oh, the knight takes 1. Green soldier takes 1. But yeah, that purple one had 1 hit point left. So good job there.
So I'll catch it in front of him and just finish it off.
Yeah, and he just like slumps to the ground and falls forward. And then it is giant. Might makes right. Attack on bolt. 14,
Misses.
12,
Misses.
26.
Hits. Hits.
Hits is 14 damage.
I am down.
Okay. Bolt drops.
Okay.
Seredan.
They're like zerglings, these things.
I'm attacking.
What's a zergling?
I'm attacking this gray
Okay.
thing in front of me. Wow, that was some seriously bad rolling. Holy cow. 3, 3, and 5 plus 8, so 13. I don't have bless anymore. So yeah, 13 to hit.
13 will miss.
Okay. Second attack on the same guy. Crits.
Crits, and this is on gray.
Gray.
Okay.
So that is going to be 12 plus. Oh wow.
Finally. Finally.
29 damage.
He blocks the first one, and then the second one smacks him right in the head and just like crushes his face.
Okay. And then I will do chain butt action on white here. And no, not a crit. I keep anyway. It's like a 27 or something.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For no, just a D4.
For
9 damage.
9 damage. Yep. You take out that one as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So you just kind of do like this like whirling dervish blade thing.
And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. Those guys are all crossbows.
Getting right next to them is going to do disadvantage on all attacks.
25, 30.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Eve.
Right.
Nope. She's up. The jump medic healed her.
Yeah.
Nice.
Stop
So
her.
put me up. I'm getting next
Yay.
to that giant.
They've got like stem needles in their fist and just punch you in the chest.
We're gonna attack with one.
Just a cure wounds, but I suppose yours works too.
Adrenaline.
Ooh, I rolled 2 19s.
Nice.
Very nice.
Plus 6, so
Very
24.
nice.
That'll hit.
5. Okay. That is, what is that? Oh, well, that's not right. 5.
5. Okay.
Second attack. 25 again.
That'll hit.
Nice.
For 7.
7 damage. Okay. Alright, anything else?
That will do it.
Okay, the crossbowman is going to pull out a short sword and just try and attack Eve.
Which one? The green?
Or not Eve, Seredan. The white.
White, okay.
Yep. And spectacularly fails both
Nice.
times.
Can't
see
copy
me.
When you were starting,
Can't
you had
copy
your
me.
+2 to AC from the other guys too, right? From the Justicars.
If they count as allies.
What?
Because you had an additional.
Yeah, it was like
+2.
23 though. So I would say 21.
I was like, I was like a 26.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think that's
26.
right.
Bolt, roll me a death saving throw.
A 1!
That counts.
Two failures. Okay.
Does that trigger a memory?
We'll see. Maybe. The green soldiers, where are my green soldiers at?
You got one
Here and
here.
here.
One there.
That one is going to. He's going to try and take out one of the Justicars. They can take out enough of them, but no. Nope. And then the other green soldier is going to pull out a short sword on you.
Okay.
And they are now rolling exactly like they should, being demoralized like they are. So those are more failures. The orange crossbowman is going to fire at Eve. 17 to hit.
Miss.
Even worse. So, no, the purple crossbowman is going to fire at that Justicar, terrified, and actually manages to crit him. So,
The medic?
no, the
This
Justicar. Yep.
Oh.
So he kind of hits him in the shoulder plate, sinks in a little bit. That doesn't take out the Justicar.
Right
That
between
one's
plates.
sterner stuff, but good on him. I'm sure that's going to go over well in his trial.
He lives to see it.
Oh, right.
The giant on the left is going to try and finally take out Anya.
Who? Which giant?
That
Righty.
one.
Righty?
Righty, who's on the left.
Righty, who's
Oh.
on the left?
Nope, sorry, it is lefty then.
Lefty, who's on
yep.
the left?
So that one's coming for Eve instead.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
That will miss because I
Yeah,
have
'cause you have the
plus 2.
+2.
Nice. 13 to hit,
Miss.
and then a 27.
No! It's always that third hit.
It's always that
It's like,
third
miss, wham, you're dead.
It's the butt action. It's
Probably.
their equivalent of butt action.
It's alright, there's a medic right there.
Thank goodness, but he needs to go
13.
help Bolt.
Yeah, she's.
I'm down.
Do you shout help Bolt before you?
Yes. Help Bolt!
Or at me now, actually.
Did she want him
He
to
needs
help her?
more help.
What?
Okay. Then it is Ezra.
Alright, I'm shooting this freaking giant in the face. Crit.
Nice.
Nice.
You cocked your bow.
So that is
Do like the. Yeah.
Action shot.
33 damage.
33 damage.
Nice.
33 damage.
He is still up.
Okay. And by the way, these are sharpshooter because I'm with advantage. So, okay. How about a 23 to hit?
23 will hit.
Okay. So we'll do nice. 31 damage.
31 damage. Okay.
Nice.
You
Ezra.
land an arrow in each of its eyes, and it falls backwards into the door of the shrine, causing the nobles inside to shriek. Yeah.
And
My
then
shoes.
I will
Bye.
yell at the medic, save Eve, and then and I'll carry it there.
Okay.
By bolt. Oh, I don't
Save Martha.
I'll go right there. I don't want to get in melee range.
Splash, splash, splash. Sorry about the blood.
Oh,
It's all over your nice white armor.
it'll wash out.
The knight
Now
is
be
going
pink
to
armor.
move up to Ezra, seeing that bolt has fallen.
It'll oxidize.
All right.
Comes the first attack, which is a 13 to hit,
This
and then a 23 to hit.
that'll hit.
You didn't by chance have a bonus action to pour.
No, he said it takes an action.
Full action.
Because I tried to do that last time.
And even you said it took a full action. Hoisted by your own petard. 12 slashing damage. Attack. The clerics go to do a bit of healing, but their spell work suddenly shatters as a mage, Arcana mage, drops down onto the center fountain.
Yes.
Technically, he's floating just above it, but yeah. So he's counteracting their magics. At least they're healing magic. Anya, who I cannot believe is still kicking.
She's doing great. Yep. She will go after this giant again.
Does she have a whirlwind
She has
attack?
advantage now.
Everyone in the vicinity.
Can't tell what that is.
She does have advantage.
Probably miss. That's 19.
19 will hit.
Nice.
What? For 13 damage.
13. Okay.
Second attack. What's that? 7? That's a 1. No, it's a 7. But 15 will probably miss.
15 will miss, yes.
Okay.
Okay. The civilians go next. The bard peeks his head around the corner and goes, "Oh no, sweet lady, you're not down for the count." And he's going to do healing word on you for 6 healing.
Hooray!
You're like,
And now I'm out of spell slots because I use them all for other things. Don't ask about them, please. And then up to the top of the round here, Victor.
Right, I will.
Oh, sorry. Top of the round, the jump medic, seeing that you're okay, is going to leap over the fountain. You can see like this burst of it's like sonic energy as he flies over and lands next to Bolt and does any other cure wounds.
You land there or here?
On the defensive side, yeah. So go ahead and take 9 points of healing there, Bolt.
Thank you.
Oh, and then I'm going to go ahead and have just a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. He rushes to the crossbowman that crit him and just smashes and takes him out. Okay. Victor?
Alright. I want to jump off the fountain and see if I can get by the Kitsune back to back.
Okay.
So we're in like a defensive stance. What I need to do, acrobatics?
15, 20.
Yeah, go ahead and give me just a quick acrobatics.
25.
It's gonna be 25.
Yeah, you are back to back.
Okay.
Like here?
Yeah, I was just kind of like see if I can
Leap into the middle here.
jump off, and as I'm going down, I want to, or as I'm kind of like doing the whatever, I want to try and slash at the guy with the green.
Okay.
And with advantage, it's a 1 out of 3. This is why I can't have nice things.
So that's a miss. Anything else you'd like to do, Victor?
I think bonus action.
You should really start rolling before you describe.
Well, I mean, he does the leap.
I rolled
the jump. He just slashes and
It's
misses.
just the attack, doesn't
Yep.
Doing like, I'm gonna do all
it's
these cool
been-
things and a fit.
It's been like 6 sessions now that I've never actually landed a hit with my damn daggers. But,
Really?
Because
Have new dice.
That's yeah. I've been rolling with this
trying to
one,
grapple.
and now I rolled this one. So it just gives it so that people who like the combat more.
You
get
did
to
roll
fight.
with advantage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did
you
roll
did.
with advantage. I think for bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on the Kitsune lady.
Okay. Cool.
Nice. Good move.
So these, again, the steel wool leaves come out and start
Concentration?
That's concentration.
So the giant righty is going to attack you first. 13,
Misses.
14,
Misses.
and 13.
Misses.
Yeah. So he starts stabbing in, and you're just dancing, weaving around each of the hits. We'll go ahead. Yeah, the Tushin warrior is a little bit impressed by the 8 rings warrior here.
I have your back. Don't
Seredan.
worry.
Okay.
I won't hit anything. You have to kill
Torrey
it.
is going to attack this cleric.
I'll defend you.
Stop healing that giant. 27.
27 hits.
For
Misses.
Because all the blood drains
Final
from it.
form.
8 damage.
Yep, that's enough to take him out.
Oh.
You stab straight through. They were pretty low. They were going to heal themselves this time, but
And
Something
then
arcana.
I don't want to take opportunity attack, so I'll attack green.
okay.
And that's a 24 to hit
Yep, that hits.
for 11 damage.
Take him out.
And then white. Crit.
Okay.
Nice.
But it's only with a d4. So still
Nice.
Sweet.
13 damage.
Takes him out.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I assumed I have a
So
plus.
Seredan just like full on like glaive, or it's still
It's
the chain.
still the chains, yeah.
So it's just like you just take the chain, go out as far as you can, and just sweep it through these 3 people, and just slices through all of them. The spikes just stabbing into them and taking all 3 of them out.
So I assumed, but the pikeman, I have a plus 10 on my Siddharth. Does it?
10.
So the 13. Does it hit?
No, 13 does not.
Okay, that's what I figured. I just assumed that 13.
She's actually gonna move then 5, 10, 15 here.
Okay.
And say, I know you can't see me very well, but I'm coming for you anyway.
Who said that?
What?
Eve, it's your turn.
What? Where?
We stand up,
You've been unconscious twice.
and I'm
Where'd everyone go?
Give myself
It's like the Minotaur
some
fight all over
heals
again.
And cast
That's why you went down. You didn't call anybody stinky.
Yeah.
That's true.
Cure Wounds
your
on
staple.
myself.
You start taunting people. Their mother was a hamster.
For 10 heals.
10 heals. Okay. Anything else you like to do? You want to move up? Or...
And then, yes. So let's move up. Let's see. That halves my
Yeah, so you have
Speed,
15.
15.
So you get to like
yeah.
there.
That's great.
Okay. The Arcanum guard will come with you.
Okay.
Just have them follow along.
That will be my turn.
Okay. Bolts.
I'm laying there. Boom.
Before he even
Full
stands up.
action. Yeah.
Full action on a superior healing potion.
Okay.
So 8d4.
Yep. All the dents and dings and everything.
So that's what? 32. And then plus 8. So 40 points of healing.
40 points of healing. Nice. Not bad for a full round action. For
I assume you're standing?
And then I am going to stand up. Yes. I don't have.
You can-
anything-
Don't you still have temporary hit point bonus
I
action?
can't. Yeah, I'll activate the.
Okay.
That again. Yep.
Nice.
The last green soldier, because there is one left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Right in front of Bolt. 2 attacks on Bolt. The highest of which is a 13 to hit.
That misses both of them.
The orange crossbowman is going to move forward and 2 attacks on Eve.
He's like, why won't you stay down?
13. 22.
Hit.
Does the Arcanum Guard have any kind of intercept or anything?
I'm up, then I'm down. I'm up, then I'm down.
Go ahead and
I
take
feel like I'm a teenager.
Because when
on
you're
a
up,
date.
you're up.
8 piercing damage.
And when you're down, you're down. And when you're healed, you're neither halfway up. You're neither up or
Yeah.
down.
So I go.
You're still up though, I think, because you healed yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
she is.
Good.
Then it is Ezra.
Okay. Well, I was going over to save Bolt, and now I'm in.
I appreciate the
Melee
thought.
range.
So I'm gonna just take an opportunity attack and back up so I can get some shots in here.
8 to hit.
That'll miss. Okay, I'm gonna shoot the knight since he's
Swiped out. You
Come
should have
on
the
in.
eye socket.
yeah.
Okay.
So that is a so close to a crit. That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Okay. That's
Remember, the range
25
sharp.
damage.
Okay. Yeah, you pierce right through that partition in the neck.
Nice. All right. Then I will shoot at the giant and try and help Kitsune. out here.
Vixune. And Vixune.
All
A crit.
right.
That's gonna be math. So that's 12. 40 damage flat. 40 flat.
Okay.
Nice.
How much does your bow do?
D8 plus 5. But so it's 12, and then I roll, and then since I'm sharpshooting, I was counting the sharpshooting. Well, I guess I would only count that one, so 30 damage.
30. Okay.
Yeah, on a crit. So,
Okay.
but still,
Yep.
that's pretty decent.
Yeah, you definitely like hit this giant in the shoulder, kind of dead his shield arm a bit there. In fact, yeah, he can't use his shield right now.
Nice.
Okay.
That is all of my action.
All right. The clerics, the two left, are going to actually play a more active role. No, actually, they're not. The mage is just countering everything they do. So they both try and like do these like blasts of light at where they think you might be, but the mage is just like he just like snaps his fingers and it dispels both of them.
Nice.
Or it counters both of them. So,
Okay.
or only one. You can only counter one.
Yeah.
So the other one will get through.
Okay.
This is a sacred flame. So make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Let's see.
Tuck and roll. Tuck and roll.
Oops.
Oops.
Bad. It's like 7.
Okay. Then you take 8 radiant damage,
Okay.
and then make me a Constitution or concentration check.
That's a 15.
15.
So yeah, I'm good.
Yep, you're good. All right, Anya.
Well, we're still going after that giant.
Okay. Advantage.
That's gonna miss. Well, yeah, that was 12.
Yeah, 12 will miss.
Second attack is a 16.
16 will without the shield. That will miss still.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And then the civilian, that Bard is just going to sit back down and start writing. He did his part. He's writing himself right into the story, like the 6 heroes of Blood Fountain Square.
Blood Fountain Square.
The Battle of Blood Fountain.
Yep, the Battle of Blood Fountain.
Victor, it's very. What's your blood type?
Honor.
I like to think I'm positive.
Victor, it is your turn.
Okay.
Hit with your dagger, please.
I'm going to attack with Cinderhearth, and I'm going to stab that guy in the kneecap.
The giant?
The giant.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to use one of each. Let's see if this breaks the spell. Finally! 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
So this
You
has
get
got
to use
my
your sneak attack.
Sneak
damage.
attack.
1d4 and my sneak attack, finally. So that's going to be
Yay,
6
rogue
piercing and 3d6 I have. Thank you, Kraken. 3d6s to use. So that's 10 sneak attack.
So 16 total?
Yep, 16 total. And, as I'm kind of going for that attack, I want to use one of my performance points to do something I don't normally do, but I
Okay.
want to make that the hone strike. So, like, basically just, like, having the dagger.
So I believe Hone Strike, you have to spend the action to
is
make
the
them.
action?
Yeah, you have to make them for a minute.
That's why I never
have
used it.
extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the fire damage from Cinderhearth.
Oh yeah, you can activate Cinderhearth for the fire damage.
So that's going to be 1d10, I believe? 2d10. So,
Solid.
total these. So that's a 7, it's cocked, and a 4. 11.
Okay. So you
Fire damage.
bring Cinderhearth into the stomach, and then you just kind of use your Blade Dance power and push it up through him, and it bursts out in kind of this gout of flame. And that giant is
Another blood fountain.
another blood fountain.
Oh,
It's a blood firecracker.
I'll just put my back to the kitsune again and fall into one of the katas that I see Ezra practicing in the morning. So she kind of hopefully will pick up on it.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to do the Justice cards at the top of the round and everything. So Bolt, take another 16 points of healing. In fact, you might be full.
That's well over full.
Yeah. Yep.
if you want to push it to someone else.
Yeah, Victor, take 16 points of healing.
Okay.
And then the Justicar is going to take out. The Justicar is going to take out the gray crossbowman. Just smash right through him. That is how powerful he is. Seredan.
Okay. Attack on the red cleric.
Okay.
Is a 27
That'll hit.
for 12 damage.
Okay. Yeah. Take him out.
Yeah, she's just like
Full on like. You just kind of went whirling.
chains. Whirling dervish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On the other cleric is a 20, dirty 20
20 will hit.
for 13 damage.
Okay. And then butt action.
And then butt action is 20 again.
That will hit.
Yeah, for 9 damage.
That takes it out.
Okay.
Cleric's gone.
Good job.
And then he's gonna run 5, 10, 15. Just to right there, actually.
Okay. Eve, it is your turn.
Eve will. I'm running up to that crossbow dude.
Nice.
Hi, Evie.
Hello.
Doing well still?
Well, you know.
She didn't see, like, Sarah was like so distracted by all the things over here. She didn't see
I've
that.
died,
like dry
died twice.
What happened
Julie
to
died
what happened to Darian?
Oh,
She's got like 3
Bounder
crossbows.
Sue.
You got she's got like 3 arrows sticking in her arm.
Armor is
Let's
dinged
see.
up really bad. Yeah.
Blood.
That is a
caked
15
on.
to hit.
15 will miss. Actually, these guys have chainmail on.
And then 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
For 8, 9, 10, 11.
Get an epic.
Do you have an epic? He's still up.
Yeah, we're doing smite.
Okay.
Smite and epic.
Give you 2d8 at first level.
Turn
Yeah.
him to
That's
ash.
8
Nice.
plus 3. So that's
11 more.
11.
Okay, that takes him out.
Nice.
Full on slice through, and then. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. Bolt.
Sarah's anime heart eyes come back again when she sees her like blow that guy up.
Gonna attack.
Person I've actually
green?
killed this time.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to shift here to here, so I'm right next to Victor.
All right.
And then I'm attack green.
Sounds good.
The first one's 17.
17 will hit.
Oh, sorry, it was advantage, right?
Yeah.
18. $10 damage.
That's enough to take him out.
Okay.
Bolt got a kill.
Yay! That's rare because
Yep.
I don't do a lot of damage.
Oh, there's one guy
And I'm
left.
gonna. Oh, that's not a bad guy. So,
That's Victor.
Just
and I can't move between my
Yes, you
attacks
can.
per action.
Yep, you can.
yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'll
This
move
isn't 4th edition.
around. Well, because I took an action and then I have to do 2 attacks for that action.
Right.
So you
But
move,
you-
you can move
yeah.
between them? Cool. 21.
Love it.
Flanked.
See if you can end it.
Take him out.
To dinner.
And
You know what? I'm
this
gonna
battle.
throw in a epic die.
Him to dinner.
13 damage.
That's enough.
nice.
So Bolt just like full on like clocks the last 2 of them, takes them down. And you guys have survived the Battle of the Temple Square.
Very
Or
good.
as it is now going to be known as the Battle of the Blood Fountain.
The bound is forever red.
Yeah. Yep. The Arcanum gets down and they start like fanning out, looking for any stragglers, helping the people go into the different temple districts. We'll switch it back over. And Anya cleans her blade off and resheaths it into the longsword. And she turns and bows to all of you and she says, House Whitetail owes you a great deal of gratitude. Without you here, many civilians would have died today.
I pull out the calculator and start tallying up how many healing potions.
Just remember, it was the Wayward Watch. that came to Terabon's aid.
Of course. You will hear from my house soon enough, hopefully, if I have anything to say about it. Now, if you excuse me, it sounds like there may be other issues happening in the city that I should attend to. And
Should we help? I feel like... I mean, I know, not that we have to play out another combat or anything, I'm just saying, like, I wonder
We could just ask.
if we would be like, yeah.
Is there anything we can do to help?
If you can provide what aid you can here, and make sure that no other Greenwood forces enter into the square and try and take it again until this is all over.
Very well.
We will see if there are any who aren't beyond our healing. And in fact, Sarah will kind of go around and see if there's any like civilians or any of the,
Yeah.
soldiers that went down.
You
to
can
see if
bring
she could,
5 of
heal.
them up, right?
I mean, if they were making death saving throws, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know.
So, as far as the battle goes, like, if you want to, you can revive some of the Greenwood soldiers, but everybody else that has
What
been
about the
attacked
two
is...
Tushin?
Yeah.
Are they gone?
They're gone, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's been 5 rounds.
Yeah.
They weren't really making death saving throws.
Yeah.
She actually stops by each of them and, like, kneels down and takes their like, badges, their whitetail crests, before pocketing them and then rushing off. And that's where we're going to end tonight, with you guys helping secure this area. As a quick, like, epilogue here, House Greenwood attempted to attack the High Seat during their big council.
And that was Whitetail?
Greenwood tried.
I know, but I mean, the high, who's currently...
It's currently Whitetail.
Currently in the High Seat is House Rekshim, but everybody was meeting today in order to pick a new leader to lead them into the next stage. House Greenwood was repelled by the combined forces of the Arcanum, which you guys helped alert to this because the Infinite Sight got involved, and Ivan and the Lapis Wing assisted as well as a bulk of the force of House Whitetail. And in fact, because of their well, not because of them, because of the person who hired the Lapis Wing, Lady Crestor gets nominated and voted into the High Seat. So she is extremely pleased at the way things happen. The party gets a...
I'm getting some serious, like, Emperor Palpatine vibes.
She loves democracy.
Yeah. The party, you get a commendation from the Arcanum. They're like, we can throw, like, if you like, we could do a formal ceremony if you want to.
That's not usual for us, huh?
Long way from where we started.
So if you guys like, you can wait around for a ceremony. Lady Crestor is...
GTFO.
As far as everything else goes, the rest of the coup
To our P.O. box.
gets completely dismantled. House Greenwood is put under lock and key, as it were. It's really like, because you can't just say like, oh, the house that protects the roads no longer does anything. Like you can't just take out a house in Terabon without dire consequences. So
Were they doing?
But they can
anything?
split up its they can split up its holdings and stuff.
there's
between all
definitely
different houses.
there is definitely going to be some repercussions on
Maybe
who handles
we
what.
should start a new house.
Let's do it.
Ooh, House Wayward.
House
That's
something.
it's a noble
As long as it's not
aspiration.
the bloody fountain house.
Ooh, House of the Bloody Fountain.
I hear there's a vacancy in the noble. I wanted to say noblehood, but that's not really.
Who here is closest to
Vacuum
noblehood?
power.
Probably you.
Sorry.
Probably, I suppose.
But there isn't really like
House Fallow Shield.
that's no way. I'm sure that's not going to happen. But one thing that does happen is the bard did hear the name of your group, and the Battle of the Bloody Fountain gets retold around the city pretty much all evening.
Nice.
And the Wayward Watch is now Heroes of Terabon. So congratulations, everybody. Inspiration all around. Thank you for sitting through an epic battle of extreme proportions. And next time we will be on our way to the Ruby Oasis. Hopefully. Yeah.
After some shopping to replenish some
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Right?
There will be a cash reward and everything. So and XP to go around. So let me calculate that. But until next time,
Inventory.
thanks everybody for watching. Hope you had a wonderful time. Thank you for enjoying a big combat episode. Hopefully it wasn't too long for you. If so, let us know. If not, also let us know. But until next time, goodbye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye now.